All right, welcome in. On the left-hand side is going to be Team Disciple. On the right is going to be Team Dino. We are going to be having our final best of 5 of the day here in the upper bracket finals. Winner goes into the grand finals with the for the best of 7 tomorrow. Loser drops down to the lower bracket finals, has to go through a best of 5 then to get into the Grand 7 best of finals from the lower side. So this could be a precursor into our final series tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be 2 best of 5s and 1 best of 7. We've got a draft flow in here really quickly. I'll throw up the Twitch prediction on the bottom left of your screen. You can see it. The map bans and picks, if you're curious how we got to Infernal Shrines map number 1, it is going to be coin flip, won by the side of Team Disciple. They opted in for first pick priority. Team Disciple banned away, or sorry, Team Dino, so the D's are throwing me off. Team Dino won the coin flip, opting in for first pick priority. Team Disciple banned away Curse Hollow. Team Dino banning away Battlefield of Eternity. Team Disciple choosing to take us to Infernal Shrines. This is the standard style of Heroes of the Storm. No meta badness, no baseline bans, no tournament bans either. 90 heroes up and available. Obviously, there's draft bans, but those don't carry over anything like that. Tracer Lucio to be banned away on the left side. We have Chromie Malfurion removed on the right. Hanzo first pick for the side of Team Dino. Team Disciple will grab their Dahaka Brightwing. Double global out the gate from the side of Team Disciple. Is Team Dino going to consider any Falstad just to kind of match? Will they have any sort of Abathur? Is there maybe a play into a Samuro? All of those heroes do work really well for Infernal Shrines. Technically, everyone has done that by some country's definition of war crime. Yeah, true. That's true. Alright, Diablo, Hanzo, Anduin. So a really nice setup into like Shadow Charge, Overpower, Chastise, Dragon's Arrow. Scatters are going to be pretty good. It's probably going to be Piercing with double Explosion from the Explosive Arrow level 4. Could be Q-Bullet Hanzo, could be a mixture. We'll have to see what that looks like as the draft unfolds. Or as the game unfolds. Hogger will be banned away. Well, they do need a solo laner. He's really good on the shrines here. Leoric is fantastic with Neo Peasants level 4. Paralyzing Rage, I feel like I see picked up a lot at level 4 instead. The 60% slow is really nice. Both teams have a healer. Main tank needed on the side of Team Disciple. Will the Alarak or the Orphea draw a ban from Team Dino? No, it's actually going to be Malthea removed, which leads me to believe this is a hypercarry Hanzo situation. They're going to go into like a Thrall and like a Blaze or something like that. That would actually be pretty common with the Team Dino draft. They do like to run hypercarries with double Bruiser and main tank. Typically Cure being on that like flex bruiser slot. Like Thrall kind of like blends between the melee assassin and a bruiser. He's kind of borders those two ranges. We do have a ETC with a Gul'dan. The wave clear is fantastic from Team Disciple out the gate. I like that quite a bit. ETC, maybe Stage Dive? Because Diablo, wait, actually. Light Bomb is a good interrupt for Mosh Pit. So long as Anduin's not in the Mosh Pit. Apocalypse is an interrupt. Dragon's Arrow. I mean, like, Mosh could be used to literally pull abilities out from the enemies as well. Or even if you count cooldowns, you could probably get really good value out of that. So the Blaze, yes. The Blaze makes sense because they needed the solo laner. The Brawl is really good. The Bunker is really nice as well. Tychus, the last pick, is a little surprising. In EU, we don't see a ton of Tychus outside of, like, Hazu plays it a lot, and obviously Cure, but Cure is, NA, EU, however you want to look at it. So we do have the Tychus being picked up. I like that quite a bit. It means that we're obviously not going to get that double Bruiser. It's not going to be a hypercarry Hanzo situation. Last pick, though, I want some sustained damage out of this composition.
Finally.
Well, finally, we get an Alarak game. Oh, this is looking really good for map number 1. Twitch Gamble's going in the bottom left of your screen. Actually, it's going to be in the top center in a moment as we swap over to the casting screen. Let's get into it, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Yeehaw, partners. Oh my Jesus. 64,600 to 8,000. Anyone want to match a 43,000 bet? Alarak has been banned away in a lot of games today, and I'm very excited to see this being picked up. A lot of control on the left-hand side of Team Disciple. Telekinesis, Polymorph, Drag, Power Slide, Face Melt, Horrify. Control-wise in the opposing, you got a little bit of displacement from Grenade, Jet Propulsion from Blaze, Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, potential stun at level 20 with Bullseye, Anduin Chastise, Leap of Faith on the allies, Shadow Charges overpowers, Possibly a Lightning Breath. I do like the setup of an Apocalypse, but we'll see. Let's introduce our players here as we get into map number 1 of our final best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side, it is going to be Team Disciple with the captain playing the Alarak. Nice skin, by the way. Gosh. I missed the Dark Nexus event. That was such a good event. Maria's will be on your Gul'dan. You got a Scorch, Brightwing, Ubi on the Dahaka, and Snaps Nagram is your ETC. That right there is your Easter egg on the map. Left-click this when you play the game. Right side of the map as we're getting into the mid-lane scuffle in just a moment. Dino, for Team Dino, will be playing the Hanzo. Cure on your Tychus. You've got a Captain Rex Anduin. Copen playing Blaze. And big ol' bad Benny on the Diablo. Yo, Big Sid, thank you very much. Real big odds on this one. We'll talk about some level 1s in a moment. Typically, we see a small skirmish to break out. Dino is going to go into target practice level 1. Alarak trying to step up and get that triple hit early on so he can finish out the level 1 and get that 10 sadism back. Dahaka sitting in the bush, waiting for an angle for a drag. Doesn't find something. The minion wave's cleared. The rotations begin. Dahaka heads to top. So, Diablo tries to get some pressure onto Disciple. A barrage of damage is returned, but that's really about it. Oh, and Alarak does actually pick up one of his stacks, one of his quests already. But yeah, he wants to hit that 3 enemy heroes with the center so we can get the 10% sadism back. Power slide onto the Diablo. Chastise goes out, finding purchase into ETC. Pursuit of Flame level 1 for the Gul'dan. ETC is going to be block party, enhanced agility, and hyper shift. On the opposing side, you do have your Soul Shield, Well of Light, Target Practice, Adrenaline Stim Pack, and Quarterback for the Tychus. Mortar Punisher will be in the bottom lane, first one of the game. A few Fell Flames thrown in. Face melt from ETC to push back Bad Benny is. Diablo's going to get silenced by Disciple's Discord Strike. Still just poking onto Diablo. Bottom lane wave pushed up. Camp for the mid already grabbed. Dahaka did actually rotate into mid, matching the Blaze. And looks like they'll have a little bit of back and forth there. Both teams grabbing their mid lane camps. Maybe a fight over this bottom Impaler. Diablo Shadow charges in, but a Polymorph immediately. ETC finds purchase of a Power Slide into Hanzo. The Leap of Faith will come through. Dino getting chunked here. Damage over time is pretty good. Does Captain Rex have a heal? No, the Divine Star comes out just a little too late, and Gul'dan damage over time will be able to get the kill. Nicely done. Marinas is maybe going to get a ton of stackage here in this fort front gate range. 3 enemy heroes kind of lining up. Alarak displaced as well. He does have 93 sadism, as they did get that kill. Does have the negatively charged at level 4. We'll see the Lightning Barrage further on at level 16, since level 13 is all malice or sadism traits.
Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
Master Assassin, Incinerator Gauntlets, Piercing Light, Explosive Arrow, Soul to Flame. Pretty standard stuff at level 4. You've got your Consumed Soul. As we mentioned, the negatively charged is going to be Brightwing with the Magic Spit for the 4-second cooldown on Soothing Mist. Soothing Mist is 70 or 80? I always forget. 75. I was right between. Lurker Strain for the Dahaka. ETC will go into loudspeakers. Alright, well, we got a few levels and a few talents gone through. We've got our first objective phase ready to go for the bottom lane. It is going to be Dahaka and Blaze matching in top lane. Just take a quick peek into this right now. The Fallen Shamans clashing into each other as Ubi looks to try and clear out the Fellhounds, and Copen trying to do the same. But back around the objective, Diablo putting pressure onto Nagram. Unable to get any sort of setup for a kill. Kira is going to activate the overkill, 28-9, and Skeleton Defenders. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge of from Brightwing to help out Marina's health bar. There's that minus 25 next to Gul'dan's health bar, and that's going to be permanent. You increase the spell power by 15% with the Hunger for Power level 7, but you reduce the all incoming healing by 25%. You do have a further reduction on sadism at level 7 with the applied force, but pretty much standard stuff. You've got your Soothing Mist, Feeding Frenzy. Tychus does go into his Melting Point. It is Nanomachine Coating for the Blaze. Not going to be going into Suppressive Fire to mitigate some of the Gul'dan spell power, As Dahaka brush stalks into this bottom lane, the Punisher is going to be pushing in. The Dahaka, does he have a drag immediately coming in from this brush stalk? Looking for a good target, only finding Diablo, forces up the Leap of Faith from the Anduin. We currently have Blaze so far split on his left-hand side of the engagement. Some will get that last auto, and it's Brightwing as ETC power slides in, trying to get some CC onto Bad Benny. The souls from Bad Benny will not be full, and he does go down. Team Disciple with a really good first objective phase. They may take down Diablo as well. ETC power sliding in. Face melt to cut off the disengage. Bad Benny, damage over time from Gul'dan, and burst is good. And Team Disciple with an early triple kill, and they get a fort. And we're seeing now why Disciple is getting that target ban from Alarak. Really good play so far. As the Punisher expires with the fort going down in bottom. That's really surprising. I honestly feel like we don't see a fort at this level of play being taken down. But of course, 3 kills amplify the siege potential as we have 28 stacks for the Gul'dan, 4 on the Dahaka, 2 for Alarak level 1, 89 sadism, as well as the 9 negatively charged stacks. It is going to be Gul'dan done with his level 1 already, 10% radius increase. We do have piercing light at 2 stacks, 2 dragon or target practice stacks, as well as nothing on Master Assassin, and 76 souls for Diablo. Let's cycle through the other numbers, because heroics, they're at the top of your screen. You can take a peek at those as we're waiting for the Frozen Punisher for top lane. Should be around 7:30 in game time, somewhere in that ballpark. Counter-Strike, Blink Heal, Isolation, Horrify, a pause. Looks like it's going to be coming through. We're going to go ahead and jump out of game for competitive integrity. Looks like there's a comm issue going on right now, so we'll wait for that to subside, and then we can jump back into the game, which it looks like that is immediately right now. Oh. Yes? No? All right, we're good. From Dahaka into Diablo, pulls him to the side, but they're unable to get a kill afterwards. Mosh Pit will be the heroic pickup for the ETC, so no stage dive. Brightwing gets a little bit of push in bottom lane. It is going to be your Dahaka with top lane wave up out to the fort. And the Impaler camp is cleared away. Diablo has reduced soul consumption. He does not have full souls. I don't see the soul stone underneath his model. Polymorph, Fell Flame, and Corruption are thrown in. Bunker, Odin, Dragon's Arrow, Light Bomb, and Lightning Breath. Counter-Strike activated by the Alarak. He's going to get pushed by the Diablo. Polymorph into Drag. Dragon's Arrow goes right by. The Leap of Faith is going to be good, but the Horrify from Gul'dan. Mosh Pit from ETC. The Light Bomb interrupts. That's going to be so much damage. The Isolation onto Anduin. He gets the Divine Star thrown back, and the 2 tanks will be traded. Odin now coming in, rocketing in, and might be able to take down Gul'dan. Polymorph subsides a little bit of the damage. There will be huge pressure into Gul'dan and Brightwing, and they fall as well. Tychus dashing forward, unable to get another kill, but a triple picked up by the side of Team Dino. They also, oh man, they also are going to be able to get a little bit of pressure onto the top lane fort, I believe. Oh, they've actually already done that. It actually seems like it's just going to be macro call to manage lanes. Alrighty, well, Team Dino did just get that engagement. Let's jump into their comms and hear from them, because they're, I wouldn't say on the back foot, but they're trailing just ever so slightly.
Top until we...
I'm getting a crash.
They could be here. Okay, they did hard. I'm just gonna hit the wall.
Yeah. They can dig on us. Nah, they are bot.
Alarak was there as well.
Just always the Daka.
We could go up now. They don't have a huge lead.
Yeah.
They have cleared the camp. They're at
You could
10.
clear the camp and
Just go down on it. Maybe ETC.
Okay.
Good done.
Going on point when you get there.
I think
Should
not.
already.
Just go down on it. Maybe he's split. Maybe he's still
Maybe
in.
it's already.
Wait, I'm on this.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, look at me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but kinda fucking.
No W.
Door. No Brightwing C now.
Just place on the point and we can maybe get that.
Unlucky.
I'm tapping.
They're 22.
We can probably push them out. Glopia.
Help any, help any. Hitting TC.
EDC big damage.
I can help.
Hitting the
Back
hot
in here.
Arrow on this, just for damage,
Go there.
Nice one.
He's one.
I'm gonna
Over.
We tap and then.
They're gonna be all tapped.
take another fight.
Yeah, we take the fight when they run in. Still okay, I think. They have fear, but.
Alarak
They're
is
gonna
behind it.
Alarak, yeah. Alarak.
No E.
Alarak, no.
Okay, vision.
Oh, the Haka!
No, he on the Haka.
Haka top side.
The Haka.
Let's give vision. Give me vision. Someone
We
attack.
have just.
EDC no slide.
That's up.
We're feared.
I'm still on the Haka.
Silence gonna get pulled.
I get there up.
Look for a kill. Alarak, maybe? Stack it, stack it.
No, it's too deep. We need to walk out.
I
Yeah,
can
they leave me.
I don't have anything.
Blaze is going to be going down as we jump out of the comms of Team Dino, and they will unfortunately be losing this first objective phase. They'll be losing 2 members, and this is going to be top lane fort taken down during the second objective phase. Team Dino, unfortunately, their comms really clear. Their target calling pretty decent, but it just doesn't seem like they're able to find fatal damage into the enemy. Isolation onto Hanzo here in the bottom lane. ETC face melt. Power slide will not find purchase. Top fort has gone down. Kier looks to back away. Mid fort really low. I'd like to see a rotation to try and take this down. Let the Punisher do its own thing in top lane. But with the kills picked up, it's a 2-level lead, 16.5 to 14.5. Talent to your advantage. Rampant Hellfire. You do have the Pure Malice and the Lightning Barrage at 13-16 for Alarak. Mid lane fort does go down, as we were mentioning. The top lane keep front gate pushed in a little bit. And it looks like a pretty decent map for Team Disciple. As Scorch, the Brightwing, will hearth out for full mana. ETC just anchoring, getting vision for the allies. Gul'dan grabs camp. Alright, well, it's a really awkward moment where it's just kind of Team Dino turtled up waiting for the waves to crash into them. Next objective phase. The last Punisher went down probably 10-minute 30, so we're looking at about almost 13 minutes in game time. Somewhere in that ballpark. For the Arcane Punisher in mid lane. Dark Swarm to Haka. Trying to clear out the wave in top. Kier with a little minigun action. It is enhanced agility to Haka with 9 stacks currently. Taps the bush. Meanders away as we do have Blaze rotating up, looking for an angle. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Dino getting jumped on by Snaps and Nagram. Does finish out his target practice here. Grenade from Tychus. There will be a jet propulsion from Blaze, power slide from ETC, Discord strike from Alarak, and no kill onto Hanzo, but no counter pressure to be achieved. Or I guess counter kill to be achieved. 20 stacks on that level for negatively charged. No completion of Extended Lightning to get that 10% sadism back. And currently, Alarak sadism sitting at 98%. I believe his max sadism can be 150. Good jet propulsion, but it's met by a shadow charge, or amplified by a shadow charge of Diablo. We do have a Horrify from Gul'dan pushing people back, creating a little bit of space. There will be Fell Flames constantly thrown in, and that looks like all we're going to be seeing for that engagement. Okay. The Light Bomb Diablo Shadow Charge I thought was going to be a nice follow-up into the Blaze to propulsion for maybe a kill, but healing from Scorch a little too good on that Brightwing. Soothing misactivation on point. As our Bruiser camps will be grabbed. Objective phase announcement momentarily. But still is that 2-level lead as I had mentioned before, but now it's just looking like 16.5 to 18.5. Face melt from ETC, I think, tried to get the interrupt on the Copen. Not sure if they knew they were there. Face from Brightwing to Haka, brush talking in. ETC power sliding in. Mosh pit available. Drag onto Anduin does land. The Dragon's Arrow will be able to get some stun. Anduin jumps inside the bunker. The Mosh pit on the side of the bunker, and that's Anduin taking down the face melt, pushing people around as well. The drain onto Copen on the left-hand side. He will be taken down as well. Gul'dan just chunking onto the enemies with Rampant Hellfire and such. ETC trying to slow down this Tychus, and it looks like he's the real one they want to go for. Diablo Souls may be reset, but Tychus is a bigger threat. No Finland achieved. Team Disciple, I think they just go objective, right? Yeah, because they took down the keep front gate, mostly in top lane. And I think they're just going to prep for this next objective. I'm getting deja vu in this match because I feel like we get a lot of team fights going exactly like this. And then the main structure gate is already taken down. Someone's on objective. It's looking like a really good trajectory here in map number 1 over to the side of Team Disciple. But it's a best of 5 series, so still a lot of maps, a lot of Heroes of Storm ahead of us. As even then, this map is not guaranteed. It is still just a 2.5 level lead as 20 talent tiers picked up. We do have the Hasty Bargain for the Alarak, which is going to be activated to permanently reduce Alarak's citizen by 4%, reset the cooldown of his basic abilities. You got the Haunt from Gul'dan, Isolation, upgrade from Dahaka with the Contagion, Invisible Friends Brightwing. ETC goes Ride the Lightning, his new, well, it's not that new, but his newish Bolt of the Storm. I love it. Good reference, good motifing. There's a phase shift in the bottom. I think there was an attempted dive onto Hanzo or Anduin. But yeah, Ride the Lightning is really, really cool. You effectively, if you hit 5 enemy members with this, not only do you have the damage, but you get a 50%, 50-second cooldown on a 70-second blink, which is huge. No Encore level 13 for the cooldown on Mosh Pit. 10 seconds to go on that. 53 on Dahaka. Mid-keep has gone down, and Team Disciple advanced towards core. Alarak with a combo into Blaze. Diablo. That's a really good Dragon's Arrow on the backline. Lightning Breath is cooking up a few. Gul'dan gets instantly deleted. Moshpit from ETC creating space. Disciple will be taken down. Hasty Bargain was activated. Punisher's going to get like a tad bit of percent on the core. 5%. But a double kill being picked up by Team Dino is huge. Momentum shifting. There is still Fort in all 3 lanes on Team Disciple's side. Diablo, Dahaka. What are we setting up for here in this deep flank? Uh-oh. Right Wing's able to blink to a minion. She has a second blink charge. She's going to try and phase shift. That 2 seconds felt like 3. Diablo max range Shadow Charge goes in for the Dahaka. The Chastise will be able to get the CC needed, and another kill picked up by the side of Team Dino. All right. Map number 1. Not confirmed. All right, I do love this call right now. It's just like, let's go to top lane, try and get some siege onto the lane where the next objective is coming up. Blaze is already trying to push things up as Diablo's going to tank tower shots. Anduin's got some heals. Taika's sustained damage is decent. There's siege on the structures, okay-ish. Diablo fires stuff onto the wave, into the structure as well. And they'll take down the fort. So at least there's periodic catapult pressure to match. Mid lane fort I would like to see, but there's still the entire gate to be taken down. Our ETC is going to solo this camp for the time being. Left side camp. 1 second on cooldown. Fallen Shaman to be grabbed for top lane to push up onto the keep front gate. So it seems like Team Dino, they're going to try and set up for a victory through the next Punisher phase through top lane. If they did, that'd be an insane turnaround. Mid lane Impaler camp. Bottom lane Impaler camp as well. Gul'dan will Hearth out just for the reset and the rotation to top lane a little bit faster. We do have the big red button for the Odin on that level 20. Fortified Bunker, Bullseye, Censure, and the Hellgate for Diablo. Alright. All questing talents. Well, actually, not all. Currently out. Wait, hold on. Alarak sadism. Let's talk about this. He got 76 sadism. I know he did die, but still. Let's see. So, minus 24. So, minus 10 from the level 1, 10 from the level 7, minus 4 from the level 20. So, minus 24 sadism for Alarak. Alarak can't go negative, right? Right? Alarak can't go negative sadism. I don't think I've ever used Hasty Bargain to the point where, like, I've reduced it below, like, 50%. Because there's a point where I'm like, I'm going to stop pushing this button. I'm sure someone in chat knows. Light Bomb from the Anduin trying to zone the ETC, but he's already backing away. Alarak trying to get some pressure out of the Diablo. He's going to activate Counter-Strike and maybe take it down. The Dragon's Arrow will not be able to connect to Haka, looking for a drag onto Hanzo, but the natural agility allows him to back away. Kier currently popping big red button as that's going to be Horrified from Gul'dan. Tries to drain the health of this Diablo, but decides better of the repositioning. Alarak comes through with a singular auto attack and takes them down. Discord Strike onto Blaze, but the disengage is still being had as the objective phase is up and available in top lane. Fallen Shaman will crash onto the keep front gate. You had... Okay, so you can't be negative sadism. Like, you can't go to 0 and still push the button, right? North side. Nice face melt from ETC after Diablo goes in with the Shadow Charge. Here's a brush talk in from Dahaka. Fishes for a drag. The Leap of Faith onto Cure. Drag wasn't even going to connect, but still. Dino still poking here and there. 7 to 11 in kills favoring the side of Team Disciple as the Light Bomb is good onto Brightwing. She blinks to an ally. Power Slide from ETC allows him to move towards the mid lane where Dahaka's hanging out. Top fort was taken down earlier, so Gul'dan and Brightwing hugging the high side of the lane for a safe retreat. Tychus goes down, I apologize. So much going on right now. ETC is going to be falling. His level 20 was Bolt of the Storm, no death metal. As Dahaka did land in isolation onto Blaze Diablo, the Leap of Faith will be good onto Copen. The bunker will be activated as well. Dragon's Arrow into Alarak. The scatter's good. The Counter-Strike is not going to be enough. Disciple is going to try and back away. Horrified from Gul'dan. The hunt is decent, but Alarak still falls to 64 sadism. Diablo and Blaze picked off. Diablo had 59 souls. Dahaka still chasing in. Has a lot of mobility here with that enhanced agility. Level 1. Scatters from Hanzo are pretty good. Trying to zig, zag, avoid the damage, and Hanzo will be taken down. Damage over time will be enough from Gul'dan. As maybe they can find a drag onto Anduin. No, they're going to start up the objective here for top lane. Bottom lane, by the way, has a catapult focused on to keep. The minion wave will clear this out, but this keep will be dropped down to about 25%. $64 sadism on Alarak. 6% has been taken off the core. And next Punisher, Mortar in the top lane. Dahaka's going to go grab Impaler for bottom. Let's see, I'm assuming Dahaka's got Brush Talk available to join into the allies easily. Indeed he does. Impaler came from mid. Nah, Nagram thinks better of it.
Blue team has summoned the Mortar Punisher.
I mean, doesn't even need to use Brush Talk. He's got enhanced agility. There's a lot of bushes on the way over there, so maybe grabs one wave in bottom? No. Just rotating straight to top. Okay. No? Mid lane wave? Punisher jumps over onto Bad Benny. ETC overpower Shadow Charge into keep shots. There's a Soothing Mist from Brightwing and the face shift as well. The Light Breath from Diablo. The Counter-Strike from Alarak. Big red button trying to zone. Where's the Punisher follow-up jump? The Horrified from Gul'dan does push Diablo into the enemy team, but the Leap of Faith will pull to safety. Punisher jumps over to Dino the Hanzo. Keep in the top lane is going down, and Paler Camp is still pushing into the bottom lane. ETC face melts onto Diablo as he Hellgates to the side. Bullseye. Punisher jumps over onto Tychus. Bottom lane Impaler Camp almost takes down the keep. I think Blaze should save it. Yeah, they should be able to save it. Bruiser Camp over here to be grabbed to bolster the top lane. Team Disciple just picking apart Team Dino in map number 1. Not going for... They're not going to be going for go for the throat. Not going for the throat in map 1 just yet. How is Sadism going down? The Hasty Bargain. Level 20. Permanently reduce Alarak Sadism by 4% cooldown basic abilities. Cooldown reset. Arcane Punisher for the mid lane. I think it's our like 6th Punisher of the game or something like that. Shadow Charge. Into a face melt. A little corruption from Gul'dan. Blaze lands a jet propulsion into the cow. Tychus minigun is active. Dahaka looks for a flank brush talk in. The drag does not connect. Is there an isolation? Lurker Strain. As the Dragon's Arrow does not find purchase on the left-hand side. No connection from Hanzo. Meanwhile, Dahaka fishing for another flank. He's got isolation still available. Lands the isolation onto the Tychus as well as the Blaze it splashes into. The bottom lane keep has gone down. All structures removed on the side of Team Dino as there's still mid and bottom forts available. Team Disciple will have constant catapult pressure in all 2 lanes. Horrified from Gul'dan is going to be great onto the Diablo, into the drag from Dahaka, the Drain, the Hellgate. Mosh pit from ETC on the right-hand side will be the cow taken down. Dahaka, I think they were banking on getting this kill onto Diablo. It's kind of awkward, but they will get the kill in the end. His soul's expended. Hanzo goes to clear core. What's up, Lumpgolo? How you doing, bud? Welcome on into our community. 6 kill advantage on the left side. Arcane Punisher coming up next for this mid lane. 24-minute map number 1. Who would have thought? Alarak steps up for a little extended light. Still trying to get that 10 sadism back from extended lightning level 1. Still trying to finish that out. Fallen Shaman and clear in top lane cleared away. There is the Punisher. Could be the final one of the game if Team Disciple get it. That's a really good drag into Diablo. He doesn't have souls, but it doesn't seem like there was a follow-up or call for kill. I think the team was a little too split and they want to play around the objective phasing. Paler camp to be grabbed for bottom lane. 5 seconds to go for objective. Shadow Charge initiation. The Jet Propulsion does not connect as Big Red Button goes around checking flank bushes as well. Pull away our talents here really quickly so we can see the engagement a little bit better. Hanzo poking in from the safe side. Still checking those flank positions with all these abilities from Odin as the Dahaka's been flanking so much with... No, Dahaka's actually not showing. That's why they keep checking because he's currently pushing onto core trying to win. Hanzo's going to start hearthing on the right side of the engagement. I don't think there'll be a delay onto him. Dahaka's on core with a camp. Hanzo has really good clear onto that. Power slide mosh pit from ETC. Anduin's the target, taken down by Alarak. Snaps Nagram has to back away. The Horrify from Gul'dan pushing Diablo further away. Hanzo's chunking onto Dahaka in the disengage. 83% remains on the core as we do have Alarak with some decent damage on the enemy. Jet Propulsion and Shadow Charge will go into the enemy. There's going to be Dahaka taken down, but Blaze will fall as well. Lightning Breath should pick off this Gul'dan. How did he not die? The Blink Heal from Brightwing, the Spell Armor as well. Diablo will be taken down. And Tyka's picked off as well. 38-38. Dino snipes it and gets the kill into ETC. They just end here, right? Oh my god, I can't believe it. Dino hits the ETC with a Stormbow. It pierces through, explodes, and steals the last... Oh my god. Alright, Alarak is going to push things up a little bit. Fell Flames from Gul'dan poking in. 7 seconds on Anduin. And he's got Light Bomb. Catapult is here. Fell Flame still pushing in as well. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a slow burn. Phase shift from Brightwing. The Dragon's Arrow misses. Just going on a bit of an adventure there. But 26, almost 27 minutes in, Team Disciple will find a victory in map number 1. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are here ready to go into map number 2 in our third best of 5 of the day. We have got Team Disciple on the left side, Team Dino on the right side. Garden of Terror will be unfolding and unfurling in front of our eyes as we have a first ban Tracer. Target ban onto Dino right there. It is going to be an Orphea target ban for Disciple. This is going to be losing team opting in for map pick priority, and first pick will be given to Team Disciple. Though, okay, it's a red belly woodpecker today. I learned, and you can tell the red bellies, the ones that are more brown, are the females. Okay. I wish I like jumped up and got a photo for you. It was great. Dahaka Lucio will be banned away. Let's go ahead and start up that Twitch prediction for all of you. Just want to make sure that the stream was all caught up. Hanzo first picked on the left-hand side for Team Disciple. Really good scatter around, Symbol Geometry build is very good for grabbing camps, clearing them away, poking around objectives. Blaze or Rhaegar on the right side. I'm getting Deja Vu from Team Dino in their first best of 5 of the day as we roll into a Hogger immediately. Now, will there be a Tyrande or Malfurion pickup here? Because we know Scorch really likes to play both of those. I honestly don't know Tyrande over Malfurion if they have a priority one or the other, but it is going to be Malfurion grabbed here. I like the Moonfire. I like the root potential. Let's see what they'll pick up with that, but there's a lot of variety that Team Disciple can go into. They still need a main tank, and then they can flex the last pick into another bruiser. They could pick up a mage, like Li Ming wouldn't be too bad with their composition. They could go Shimada Bros with Hanzo Genji. Alright. I mean, Kaimo's already all in. You can see it literally on the screen with 250. He hasn't even seen the full draft, and Kaimo's already committed to one of the teams. Diablo target band. I mean, Nagrama's had some really good Diablo play as well, so don't want to deal with that. And there's some decent dive on the left-hand side. Quarter milli to quarter milli. There we go. Big money on the line. Oh, will they ban the Tyrael? That's the question, because Tyrael was seen earlier with Team Dino. They could just safely ban a hammer here. I think a hammer ban would not be too bad, just to mitigate the sustained siege from her. We're gonna get rid of the Zeratul. They don't want to deal with Kyr's jungling, if you will. You've been giving bandit bucks to the community today? Well, thank you, Rommel. We appreciate that, bud. Damn it, now I have to choose. Now you do have to choose. So they will pick up the Johanna with the Blaze Rhaegar and Sylvanas. So it's not going to be a similar draft to earlier today in the first best of 5. But this is still a really nice start for the side of Team Dino. They've got their main tank, they've got their healer, they've got some sustained damage, mobility. They can flex the last pick into another bruiser if they want to do Thrall. They could do something like Li Ming if they want that mage, that reset potential. I do like the idea of a mage for Team Disciple just because they have the Malfurion for Innervate. I think Li Ming works out with their composition, like a Nubarak, or sorry, I was gonna say Murid and Li Ming, but no, they're gonna go Yrel. So they're gonna run like a 1-3-1 sort of setup with like Hogger top, Yrel bottom, Hanzo, Malfurion, Tyrael mid lane, then probably Hanzo rotates here and there to help out other lanes or grab camps. That'd be my guess. It's not an uncommon play, but a hypercarry Hanzo is just a lot of control on the left-hand side for Team Disciple, but very tanky health bars as well.
Ready to roll out.
There's the Sergeant Hammer. I feel like Team Dino is the better draft. I feel like there's not enough damage coming out from Team Disciple. There's a lot of control with Staggering Blow, Righteous Hammer, Holy Ground potential, Root from Malfurion, Dragon's Arrow potentially of Hanzo, but I just don't see... I'm not seeing how the pieces all fit together. We're going to find out how it all works out, but I think the Sergeant Hammer composition honestly wins. That's my guess. That's my guess. Kaimo consistently gets to a quarter milli, does a quarter milli gamble, loses, and goes, well, time to sit back and save up again. Yeah, they are giga tanky, but what's like, how are they going to get kills? We're going to find out. We're going to find out here, because, like, I see it, but I also don't. I think Team Dino is the better draft, in my opinion. Captain Rex for Team Dino is going to be your Rhaegar. We've got Dino on Sylvanas, Kyr, Sergeant Hammer, Bad Benny, Johanna, Cope, and Blaze. Left side of the map is going to be Team Disciple. You've got your Ubi, Hogger. Marinas is going to be on the Hanzo, Disciple, Yrel, Scorch, Malfurion, and Nagram, Tyrael.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I wonder if Kyr is in StarCraft 2. I wonder if Kyr is a Terran player because he's only been playing Terran units in this series. Giving out all the secrets, yeah, like how you can use your Prime Gaming here. Jet Propulsion misses, Avenging Wrath over the wall just to get to safety, Haunting Wave from Sylvanas, and a little bit of damage from that one. It is going to be your Overwhelming Affliction level 1. You've got your Advanced Artillery for Sergeant Hammer. It is going to be in a new Blaze, sorry, with Adrenaline Stim Pack, Zealous Glare Johanna, and Colossal Totem Rhaegar. Simple Geometry Hanzo. You've got your Justice for All on the Tyrael. Emerald Dreams Malfurion, Light of Karabor on the Yrel, and on the Prowl for the Hogger. As that Simple Geometry has picked up 1 stack so far. Can the bet get to a milli? Almost. It's getting up there. Someone's just got to commit to one of the sides. I think we need like 100,000, and I think it's like a milli bet. That math seems right. Actually, yeah, that math is right. Well, Hammer just gets a few autos. Little concussive blast into Ubi in the bottom lane. Right side camp scouted by Disciple. Oh, did we really, Desert? I didn't know that. I honestly didn't remember that. God dang. Scatters here and there. Condemned from Johanna. Pulls people around. The Jet Propulsion comes in from the Blaze. Tyrael and Yrel looking to back away. The Haunting Wave from Sylvanas allows her to back off. Righteous Hammer pushing people around. Stormbow with a few hits here and there onto Blaze. Bad Benny sidesteps any sort of incoming damage. Little Scatter gets another stack as well. And our first seed will be available in the bottom right of the map. Bad Benny. Shield Glare goes out. Oh, look at this level 4 utility for Yrel. Aegis of Light. Upon landing, Avenging Wrath grants other nearby allied heroes 40 armor for 5 seconds. Will we see the other Avenging Wrath Town at level 7 for the cooldown? I mean, it's possible. There's a lot of melee action coming out from Team Disciple, so like, yeah, I honestly think that like the Aegis of Light and the cooldown at level 7 would be really good here. A Jet Propulsion is good into Disciple though. Avenging Wrath to back away. Snaps. Now Grom is taken down by Sylvanas. Damage over time. I thought the Twin Flames would have it. Tyrael gets 10% off his death timer there with the hit onto Dino. Arenas is looking to jump in. Actually, sorry, it was Disciple jumping in, literally. Hammer in bottom lane managing the wave that Hogger's pushed up a little bit. Mid lane needs to be managed by the Johanna as well. Ubi doing a pretty good job on the Hogger. Double soaking when needed and pressuring onto the Sergeant Hammer. I mean, honestly, has not lost anything in bottom lane. Really good counter pressure coming out from the Hogger. But the big thing to mention is level 7 is on the horizon, and Hover Siege is a big factor for the Johanna. The Sergeant Hammer. Root is good. Is there enough damage, though, to take down Johanna? They'll sleep her for a moment. They were waiting for a... Oh! Where is it?
A singular strike.
The Aldruins. Oh, nope, not that one. The Aldruins might over the wall. I gotta know the overkill. 69 overkill as well. Can we get nices in chat for Nagram, please? Can we please get some nices in chat for a 69 overkill? Hogger looks to spin into Hammer. It was a little bit low, but Malfury and Hanzo are here. We did it, chat. Over a milli gamble for this map number 2 in a best of 5 series. Haunting Wave in. Grom is able to back off just fine. No upgrade on Avenging Wrath level 7. It's going to be the Righteous Momentum, which, I mean, it makes sense. Righteous Momentum is really, really good, but I was thinking this might be more utility Yrel. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas and the teleport into the Siege Giant Pit. We're going to go ahead and see our 10 talent here soon at the top of your screen. Let's cycle through the other numbers. Invade looking good. Hanzo done with his level 1 simple geometry. We do have Johanna with a condemn onto this Malfurion, and Malfurion, he's going to go ahead and take a nap and think about how Illidan... He'll take a nap thinking about Illidan and Tyrande. Alright, so 1 second on Malfurion death timer. Yrel blazing top lane, just trading back and forth. Our first seed is still up and available. It's been ignored for the last 2.5 minutes, plus almost 3 minutes now, since the seed announces at 2 minutes and spawns for contest at 2:30, one of the earlier objective timers of Heroes of Storm. Dragonshire and Braxis being the earliest timers, with a 1 minute announcement, 1 minute 30 contest. Black Arrow from Sylvanas to amplify Siege. Hogger plays it safe and rotates into the safe side of the lane. Loot Horde thrown down. Aldruins might thrown in as well. Hogger just clears out the wave, and they lose just about the entire forefront gate. Almost. The gate's still there with a sliver. We do have Dragon's Arrow, Sanctification, Tranquility, Sacred Ground for Yrel, which is an active cooldown. So the moment she utilizes it, it goes on to cooldown. Dragon's Arrow from about mid lane into a Shockwave. There will be a Blunt Force Gun from Sergeant Hammer as well. Tyrael jumps in with the Eldruin's Might. Condemned from Johanna in this disengage. Has Subdue level 4. Not done, but still has that 80% slow in hitting 2 or more enemy heroes. Blunt Force Gun, Wailing Arrow, Ancestral Healing, Blessed Shield, and Bunker for the Blaze. That Sacred Ground, 25-second cooldown. 50 armor during the duration. As we have 1 to 2 in kills, still favoring Team Dino, and it looks like Team Dino will get first of 3 tribute points, or seeds. Looks like camp will be ignored over here for now. They're going to leash it. And Johanna scouts. Hanzo did tap well for a little bit more mana, but I think they'll be fine. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be an invade here as we take a look at the mini-map. It's going to be Johanna maybe stepping in for one more check, but Tyrael lands, or lays down a smite. Mid lane fort front gate being worked on. Augur bouncing in. Vertical bounce is very slow. He's just bouncing there, menacingly. He's still bouncing. Some say he never ended. That will be Johanna Ironskin activated, stepping into Ubi after the Hog Wild does subside. Our next seed spawning on the left side of the map. A few auto attacks thrown into Disciple. And I don't think we've heard from Team Disciple. Oh, we'll wait for the objective phase. We'll see who gets first objective. We'll go with that. I was thinking about doing comms, but we'll save them for a little bit later right now. Always better here and during an objective phase than just kind of a macro rotations, and that's really the main thing right now. I mean, you got Sergeant Hammer still pressuring into bottom as best as she can. We are going to be seeing your Malfuri and Tyrael soaking up mid, Johanna anchoring just above for the allies. Rhaegar making a rotation to Sylvanas in mid lane. Dino, Black Arrow will be able to clear out the minion wave pretty quickly. Does have possession level 4. Shield Glare is good. Scorch will be interrupted. Oops, sorry. Just turn off the tea heater. Hammer looking to push things up here in the bottom lane. Has a wave. Hogger backs away. There'll be Urel on top, just soaking up. 13 talent here on both sides. It's going to be Holy Ground, sorry, for the Tyrael. Hyper Thrusters on the Hammer, Collision Cores, Remorseless. So there's going to be your Sacred Ground from Urel, 50 armor. Sanctification comes out from the Tyrael as well, and Sister Healing self-cast on Captain Rex. Meanwhile, Bad Benny looks to put a little bit of counter pressure onto Hanzo. Traded blows, a few traded heroics, and that'll be that. 7 seconds on a Sacred Ground for Urel, haunting away from Sylvanas' possession as well. But Hogger has a phenomenal bounce and lands to the safe side of the lane. Back over in mid, the Jet Propulsion misses onto Snaps as the Eldruin's Might allows this Tyrael to jump to the side. Shield Glare is good. There's going to be Twin Flames thrown out. Sorry, Hanzo got the kill onto Sylvanas. 2-2 in kills as Urel pushes top lane, and I believe this will be with Tranquility expiring in a moment. Another seed picked up by the side of Team Disciple. Johanna with maybe a delay over the wall onto Ubi. Tyrael going to be checking. Blessed Hammer from Johanna spinning, trying to get another delay. Shield Glare will find that. Hammer hovering in. Sonic Arrow able to get a bit of vision. Here just hovers out of that potential root of Malfurion. And Team Disciple, they're looking pretty good here for a first objective. 16 talents here, almost here for both sides. This is 2-2 in kills. Structurally, the map is equal. But if we take closer stock of each lane, it looks like Fort Front Gates and bottom are nearly depleted on both sides. Fort Front Gate more healthy on the right side of the map in top and mid. Staggering blow. There's going to be a Hogger bouncing out to safety once again. Just poking out with scatters here and there. The 16 talent here on the horizon. And is it Garden Terror phase over to the side of Team Disciple, or do they give this? Because the positioning of this objective is a little bit better for Team Dino, so I think Team Disciple could just give this and try and contest over the next one. But granted, they might just find a kill here and then advance towards that objective channel. A few blasts from Sergeant Hammer. Scatter is going to be good as well. Twin Flames and such thrown on to Sappers here defending, and yep. All right, well, it's 2 out of 3 for our Garden Terror seeds on both sides. Level 16 rolls through. Sergeant Hammer with the mechanical know-how at level 16. Okay, we don't see this very often, but Neosteel Plating grants 20% maximum health as a shield for 2 seconds and increases basic attack damage by 30% for 5 seconds. Uh-oh, Malfurion throws down a root. Nah, they should be fine. Shockwave does get a good hit onto the Sergeant Hammer. The Dragon's Arrow from mid lane misses. Black Arrow from Sylvanas will subside. Bit of trade on blows there. 2 heroics used, though, for nothing, which is a nice pull from Team Dino. Bill Hogger, Shockwave, 53 seconds. Hanzo, Dragon Arrow, 51 seconds. So a 1 second difference between those two. And realistically, Team Disciple, they can just kind of play passive for the objective phases. It will spawn on their side of the map. And I'm going to take a gamble here, and we're going to listen in to Team Disciple comms.
I'll get one more top wave.
I will already gone behind. I can already gone behind again. Look, Joe.
I don't have shockwave.
Okay, it's okay. No D, Joe. I have already gone again.
Stun.
We are not scared. They will bless. Thanks.
But
Already gone on you, if needed. Speeding.
We need to do something with the map.
I will go mid.
Just
stay here.
Should as well. Can we attack somehow?
I have to
Okay,
defend.
delay.
I just leave some.
Don't me now, but I should be fine.
I'm no bottom, I'm not bottom. She might just kill me.
Blaze and Jaw are on me. Blaze is coming up now.
Ah.
No unstoppable.
Bottom, they might dive.
Well, my gamble didn't pay off. I was thinking Team Disciple will get the objective phase. They unfortunately lose a member right before the objective channel time, and that'll be Dino. Team Dino with first Garden Terror summoning of the map. 3-2 in kills in Team Dino. They want a 1-1 score in this best of 5 series. They don't want to be down going into map number 3. It basically becomes, you know, a one-game series constantly for you at that point. You're just playing one map at a time. Top lane fort will fall to the Garden Terror. Bottom lane already cleared out. Mid lane as well. Jet Propulsion is good. A root from Malfurion does create a little bit of space. The Dragon's Arrow will find purchase onto the Rhaegar. The Bless Shield from Johanna is pretty decent as well. The Blunt Force gun firing in the backline. We do have Avenging Wraths from Yrel trying to provide armor for the allies all around. That's going to be Bad Benny trying to back away. There's a good bounce from the Hogger. Bad Benny gets the Ancestral. No, he doesn't. Just kidding. Ha! Bad Benny does go down. The Garden Terror is still chasing in to top, or pushing into top lane. The chase in bottom. The chase in mid lane is going to be canceled out. The Earth Grasp Totem slows that down. Hogger was still bouncing in, and he gets taken down. The Sanctification coming out a little too late. Can they get another kill? I don't think so. Team Disciple need to clear things out as they have lost all 3 forts. They lose their Hogger, able to get a trade into the Johanna. And 20 talents here on the right side with the Ultra Capacitors for the Sergeant Hammer, as well as your Blaze Fortified Bunker, Sylvanas, Bolt of the Storm, Ancestor Healing for your Rhaegar upgrade with the Farseer's Blessing. I said this before and I'll say it again because I know Saint Dev loves my channel and always watches my Twitch stream, totally. Sylvanas should get her own unique Bolt of the Storm, kind of like Psionic Shift or Ice Blink for Kerrigan or Jaina. Like, Bolt of the Storm for Sylvanas should be, like, bolt in and mark enemies in that area with Banshee Curse. Wouldn't that be super cool? Because, like, Jaina's Ice Blink, which is, you know, blink in and you have that AoE that marks people with the chill. And Psionic Shift for Kerrigan is you blink in and the damage dealt comes back as Assimilation Seals at, like, what, 300%? I think it'd be really cool if Sylvanas had, like, a Bolt of a Storm of her own. Like Bolt of a Burned Down Tree or something. Or like Bolt of the Banshee Queen. I don't know, man. Like, I just think it'd be cool for her own. I mean, so many people have unique bolts, and I think that'd be another cool one. Anyways, my request aside, we got 20s on both sides. This is going to be a small mid lane fight to break out. Sacred Ground from Yrel activated. She jumps away. Did go Seraphim level 20. Power Strike for the Hogger. You've got Moonfire upgrade for Malfurion. Holy Arena for Tyrael, as well as your Bullseye Hanzo. Johanna, by the way, will go Blinded by the Light for that AoE Storm Shield activation. Blunt Force Gun from Hammer will be fired out. Avenging Wrath from Yrel. Pops the Sacred Ground, trying to get some armor for the allies. The Wailing Earth from Sylvanas is pretty good. The Storm Shield activation from Bad Benny will come through. The Shockwave from Hogger. There will be a root down from Malfurion as well. Hogger bouncing around. Maybe it was in the works before they changed their minds about heroes, I mean. What? ETC literally just got his own unique Bolt of the Storm a patch or so ago, so that's why I'm talking about it. It's still being done. ETC just got his own unique with Ride the Lightning. And it's badass, in my opinion. Bullseye will connect on to Dino. The Sylvanas is unable to get the channel. It is 2 out of 3. Bolt of the Storm in from Sylvanas. Huge damage onto Marinas, who's able to get the natural agility over the wall. Snaps will be taken down. Tyrael Death Timer got a 20-second Death Timer reduction right there with the enemy members he hit. Shockwave onto the Johanna. The Ancestral Healing will not come through in time. 10-second cooldown on that one. Dragon's Arrow does not find purchase. Copen trying to back away. Jet Propulsion to the side. The scatters are pretty decent. The Blood Force Gun almost takes down Ubi. All right, well, it is Tyrael and Johanna dead, but that Johanna has about another 30 seconds to go compared to Tyrael. Camp's all abound to be grabbed. We had 1 out of 3 seeds go to the right side of Team Dino, and we're still just waiting to see if Team Disciple can grab this objective facing.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes. Be ready for it.
Well, clears out top lane Wave. Bottom lane Siege. Uh-oh, Blaze. Scatter almost got that kill. Really good Giant Slayer value. Does force up the Ancestral from Rhaegar, which is a nice big pickup from Team Disciple. But we're entering into the 19-minute mark, almost 20 minutes here. 22 to 22 in levels. Tyrael with the Holy Ground here. Tries to get the channel. Interrupted by a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Twin Flames poking in from the Blaze. Holy Ground thrown down on the thrown down again. Dragon's Arrow into a Blessed Shield responds. Hogger bouncing around. The bunker comes down from Blaze as well. A couple allies jump in. It's a fortified level 20, if I'm not mistaken. The Blunt Force Gun, I believe, is going to miss right there, and this is going to be Sanctification out from the Tyrael. It is going to be Holy Arena level 20. Bad Benny getting really low. The Shockwave from Hogger will find purchase as well. Rhaegar is going to be taken down. Jet Propulsion from Blaze pushed aside by a Righteous Hammer of Yrel. Adrenaline Stim Pack and the Pyromania is active. The Juggernaut plating. The Hogger bounce, and Hanzo is able to get the damage needed. Yes, Juggernaut plating level 16. Activate to gain 50 spell armor for 3 seconds. Upon expiration, the shield gain a shield equal to 125% of the spell damage taken while Juggernaut plating was active. Come on, chat. Don't you guys all know these talents off the top of your head easily? Psh. Garden Terra and in top and bottom are going to be pushing out those lanes. Mid lane is really far forward. Disciple has to back off. That Sacred Ground not enough. Garden Terra mid lane does have that Overgrowth plant to lock down the structure. This mid lane keep will fall. 10 seconds on Blaze, 2 on the Rhaegar. Is it a macro call from Team Disciple? I think it is. I think they go for mid and top. What? Oh, sorry. I was going to say they go for top lane for it. Sorry, I was looking at the minimap, and bottom lane should be taken down by the objective. Shield Glare. No Condemn onto Marinas. Hanzo plays safe. Staggering blow into a Bullseye as well. Avenging Wrath over the wall. Righteous Hammer charged up. Does have Righteous Momentum 7 with Templar's Verdict 16. Looking for an angle to jump in here. The Tyrael. There's going to be a Holy Ground. Trying to step in. Garden Terror, by the way, is still pushing in bottom lane. Dragon's Arrow will connect onto the Sergeant Hammer. Unstoppable is going to be there. The Hogger bouncing in. Does have Shockwave. Oh, that's going to be a good sanctification from the Tyrael, but there will be an answer of the Ancestor healing now. Bad Benny trying to back away. The Blunt Force gun will be fired to the enemies. This Holy Ground body blocking Bad Benny. There's so much damage, but not enough to take him down. Hogger tanking some tower shots after hitting an enemy hero with that bounce. And Bad Benny will reset for full. The top lane fort held by Team Dino really well. Team Disciple can't take down the structure, and they'll back off to grab camps. A couple of resets coming out from Team Disciple as well. 1 out of 3 seeds as the next round will be spawning here in the top left of the map. Until then, it's going to be camps all around grabbed, and we enter. Man, this best of 5 series is going the distance on duration at least. Map 1 was what? Almost 27 minutes. We're at 23 minutes right now. Kinda shows like the tension and the amount of like skill that's against each other. Really, really well done. Whoops! Yep, with that Dragon's Arrow going in the wrong direction, that'll be camp given away.
We'll have another seed to gather, heroes.
That was a Dragon's Arrow. Righteous Hammer charged up here.
That seed is ready for gathering. I suggest you do it now.
The map we just were on. Flesh Shield into a Jet Propulsion. The Blunt Force gun will fire. We also do have Sanctification down from Tyrael with the level 20 Holy Ground. Scatter doesn't get the bounce, so it just kind of dead ends into the Blaze immediately, so he doesn't get the Giant Slayer value. Still, though, Sylvanas working on the objective. Trying to get the channel, or at least trying to keep hitting the sappers. They will leash. That's a Shockwave into a Dragon's Arrow, into a Bullseye. There's going to be an Ancestral, but it will be Johanna going down. The Sacred Ground from Yrel. The Farseer's Blessing does get the healing out of Captain Rex, but that is going to be Copen landing a Jet Propulsion on the left-hand side of your screen. He will be taken down. Dino going to try and make the big YouTube play. Does not channel or does not activate the teleport, but I don't think the members of Team Disciple give 2 hoots about that Sylvanas, Hammer, or Rhaegar. They're going to go ahead and say, we want map 1.
Red team's core is under siege. Blue team's core is under
Sacred Ground is going to be going out from Yrel. The 50 armor's there. The Sergeant Hammer doesn't do too much in this situation to this Yrel and friends, and I thought this was just going to be too tanky of a draft that wouldn't have enough kill potential, but Team Disciple, they've got the big brain. They see through the miasma, and they know that they are on 1 map away from punching their ticket to the grand finals tomorrow morning, sending Team Dino down to the lower bracket to fight through a best of 5 into that best of 7. We're going to find out here who is going to be victorious, but chat, we're going to go ahead and play out the gamble. And when the ads and stuff are done, we're going to go ahead and get into our, what could be the final map of the day. It's 6-9 in kills in this game if we get some nices in chat. So not only did Tyrael get a kill with Aldruin's Might for 69 overkill, but the map ends with 6-9 in kills. Very nice, just beautiful. It's like everything's lining up perfectly, but we are going to have to run out some ads right now. Be sure to subscribe if you have the availability. If you don't, I understand. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for lurking. If you're not following the channel, please do follow. We stream 6 days a week. We have follower mode on just because we need to avoid bot stuff, and it helps us out with that. So if you're annoyed by follower mode, I do apologize, but it saves my end. It makes my mods have to do less work, and it makes the stream a little bit bot less. Either way, consider following. If you have a sub, it's much appreciated. We have a bit of a jump for our sub goal, but every little bit helps us out. We got the Baja Ross raffle going on right now, but let's go ahead, roll some ads, get ready, and find out what's going to be our map number 3 in this best of 5 series. Could be the final map of the day as we pay out the gamble. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Maev Masters, Silly Samuros, champions of Cho'Galls. We are here in Alterac Pass, map number 3 in this best of 5 series. We currently have Team Disciple leading this standard Heroes of Storm drafts. No meta madness, no hero bans, no carryovers, no tournament baseline bans, anything like that. This is going to be straight up Heroes of Storm, regular old, great 90 heroes available. Of course, there's bans at the top of the screen, but those don't carry over anything like that. Alterac Pass will be the map choice of Team Dino, as they have opted in for map pick priority. Dino, so Ubi in the draft chat was saying that they want to get to bed, and Dino responded with, "I have bad news for you." So we'll see what ends up happening here. There's something that Team Dino would like to employ on this map, specifically draft-wise. I'm curious what they've got in their pockets, because right now, any sort of secret drafts that you've been holding back, any sort of compositions that you feel are like, oh my god, we just draft this and we win with it, this is the time to bring it out. It is, I wouldn't say it's do or die. We're not in the lower bracket, but this is still, like, if you want to continue the series and potentially vie for that top spot and only have to play in the best of 7 tomorrow, not having to play a best of 5 and then a best of 7. Now's a good time to bring out those secret strats, but we have Lucio, Tracer, Orphea to be banned away. I was waiting for the stream to catch up a little bit so we can roll out the gamble. There we go. So ads are done. If you got ads, thank you so much for powering through those ads. I know they're annoying, but we do our best to run them in downtime so none of your heroes content gets interrupted. So thanks for hanging out. I know that probably doesn't, like, that kind of, like, mitigates the value of, like, trying to, like, push for subs, but I feel like if I treat chat well, they'll treat me well, you know? I feel like that's the duality. Anyways, we have a Hogger as the last ban. I mean, it makes sense. Hogger on this map is really good for grabbing null packs. He's probably one of the fastest bruisers to be able to do so with the horizontal bounce. We do have a first pick Blaze still to be grabbed by Team Disciple. Now, a Nubrak does see a bit of priority on this map because he has the availability of summoning beetles to solo the objective. The beetles can then the beetles tank the jailers, and then he can grab it. There was one time, I don't remember, I can't remember if it was in Murky Cup or if it was during like a Heroes Lounge match, but there was someone who drafted Nazebo. They self-casted the zombie wall and started the channel, so that way the jailers would hit the zombie wall and Nazebo could get the channel uninterrupted. It works. It's a really cool tech if you haven't tried it. I think you might have to like shift abilities together, but you know what? The Heroes of Storm community, everyone should learn how to shift abilities. Even just shift Zing off of an objective. So basically, like, if you're channeling an objective, you hit Shift Z. The moment you're done channeling the objective, you'll instantly start you'll start the mounting process. So, like, for example, like, I'll Shift Z and then Shift right-click on my well, and then I'll read Twitch chat during ARAMs. On the left side, though, we do have the Blaze, Hanzo, Rhaegar, first 3 pickups, the Junkrat, Brightwing on the right. We get into the mid-ban phase, and it will be your Diablo to be banned away. Not wanting to deal with any sort of hard initiation from him. Oh boy, someone's going to break the bank with 10 channel points on Team Disciple. Oof, big money. Probably going to be a tank ban from both sides, unless there's like a global or something they don't want to deal with, unless there's a solo laner they don't want to deal with. Could be a Johanna ban. Just go for a safe Johanna ban. All right, Murden. I want to get rid of Murden. ATC is not too bad on this map, so maybe the Murden ban is so that way... No, there's still already like Polymorph and or Concussion Mine from Junkrat and stuff, so I don't think it'll be Mosh Pit ETC. Still could be ETC. Crowd Surfer value is pretty decent. Really just don't know what they're going to be leaning into on either side just yet as the next 2 picks come up. There's the Anubrak. Looks like we're going to get a Cure Urel, possibly a Cure Urel. I mean, I know he likes to play it quite a bit, but he's kind of in the flex position for this team, so we'll see what he ends up going to in the last slot. Last pick on the left-hand, or last 2 picks. Need a main tank. Could go into another bruiser. I'd like to see it to be an assassin. Something with big burst damage. I don't think they want to go into a mage. There's a lot of spell armor on the right side, so probably something like sustained damage, percent-based. Like, Oh. I mean, Thrall does have pretty good sustained damage. He's got some percent-based damage literally off the bat at level 1. Arthas is really good to poke at enemies with Howling Blast and stuff like that. Attack speed debuff is a possibility. Might be a Death Coil build, honestly, at 4 and 7. You might not need the Frozen Tempest levels 4. But I feel like Frost Presence level 1 is really nice for delays around the objective.
Let's fly.
And then a False Stat will be the last pick. I think both these teams have stellar drafts. I would honestly, if I was a betting man, I would have a struggle on this to who I'd be betting on. Now, I personally, the only thing that I'd be betting on is more Heroes of Storm games, so I'd be rooting for Team Dino. But I have no bias in this. I have no horse in the race. I'm just happy to be casting Heroes of Storm and hanging out with all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being awesome. Let's get into map 3 and find out, can the brooms come out from Team Dino, or is this going to be a straight up 3-0 from Team Disciple? Let's get into it. All right. You know those meme posts where it's like, if one person likes this post, I'll go get Taco Bell. That's how I feel about, like, if one person gives the sub, that's what I'm gonna do after stream. All right. Anyways, let's focus in. Food aside, I'm getting hungry, but let's focus in. We can have food conversations later. Copen will be your rel for Team Dino. You got the captain playing Junkrat. Cure on the Falstad. Bad Benny is your Anubrak and Captain Rex on the Brightwing. Left side of the map, looking for a 3-0 shutdown in this best-of-5 series in the upper bracket finals. Going to be the members of Team Disciple with Marinas on your Hanzo. Disciple, the captain, is the Thrall. Snaps Nagram is your Arthas. Ubi playing Blaze. And last but not least, you've got your Scorch, Rhaegar. What's up, National? How you doing, bud? Adrenaline Stimpack, Rolling Thunder, Simple Geometry, finds 5 stacks already. Howling Blast for the Arthas, as we were talking about in draft, and Colossal Totem Rhaegar. Auto attack build for Cure. He's going to be going to Frequent Flyer level 1. It actually could still be Boomerang level 7. The Spell Armor debuff is nice, but also gives you really good wave clear, so you have a little bit just faster wave clear. Extra wound timers on the Junkrat, Dauntless Urel, Hypershift Brightwing, and Legion of Beetles for the Anubrak, which is what we were talking about at the start of the draft, where Anubrak can solo the objective with said Beetles. It's going to be some really good pressure onto Rhaegar, who goes flying above. Arthas lands a Howling Blast, and he pulls the Abe Simpson, does a 180, and backs away towards mid lane. Blaze at the 1 minute mark is already on the Siege Camp. Nicely done. Junkrat going to maneuver over here to do the same. Falstad Thrall in the top lane, having a bit of back and forth. We'll check on that throughout the day, or throughout the game. You're in the countryside with the weekend and I watch these streams. Well, you know what? The best part about me being a Twitch partner is I have transcoding, which means you can set the stream to the lowest rate of like 160. It may be pixelated, but at least you can watch it a little bit better. Don't forget to change your video settings to possibly help. I actually feel like auto on Twitch and YouTube has gotten worse in the last like month. I really do feel like the auto has gotten so bad on both of them. I feel like I have to manually set all my video qualities for them to actually be of a good quality. What's up, Quid? How you doing, bud? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. Great day of games. Yo, Junkrat going Taster Explosions level 4. Hammer gains for the Falstad, pretty standard with the level 1. Good synergies. Hand of Freedom for Urel. Hand of Freedom. Okay, this is my other community request. I believe Hand of Freedom should not be usable for Urel. That is my tidbit. I feel like that ability should only be utilized for allies, not Urel. She should not be able to self-cast Hand of Freedom. Because Urel already has enough buttons. Also, Seraphim needs to be nerfed. It's a freaking 10-second cooldown, 2-second unstoppable. It's an active cooldown, so technically it's an 8-second cooldown. Who made that? And before you're like, but Bahamut, it's at level 20, so it's kind of late game. Shh. If Junkrat level 7, Taster Explosion gets nerfed from 12 to 20, then Seraphim can get a small nerf too, okay? And that Junkrat nerf was a long time ago. God, it's got to be a year at this point. Anyways, we do have level 4s on both sides coming through. It is actually going to be frozen waste for your Arthas. Okay. I mean, it is still really good into the Falstad. Don't get me wrong. It's auto attack build. Like movement speed debuffs are really great as well. You don't have to look at it from just the attack speed debuff. Works on 1080 for now, but just skips. Oh, then just, yeah, if you set it to 720, 60, then you'll probably actually run perfectly smooth. That's what I do. If 1080 is like slightly sketched, then 720, 60 is amazing. All right, anyways. Hey, speaking of Dirty Trickster, there it is. Dirty Trickster level 7. It is going to be secret weapon for the Falstad, so no boomerang for him. Wants the extra range, but also the extra damage output while hammering is out. I mean, Secret Weapon has got great synergy with the level 4 and the level 1. They all work together super well. You're scaling your level 1, which scales your level 4, which scales your level 7, which while your level 7 is out, scales your level 1, which is scaling the level 4. Falstad flies in, a burrow charge from Nubrak, looking for Marina as the natural agility from Hanzo with 37 HP. Someone will get that last auto, I'm sure of it. The jet propulsion lands onto Junkrat, but Blaze has to immediately back away because Dirty Trickster does trigger. Ubi low, and a second kill goes over to the side of Team Dino. Hanzo steps up with 100 and something HP for a scatter that finds no purchase. Okay, in Cure's defense, he did misclick. There is a clip of it where he even says he misclicks. In Cure's defense, he did misclick. But yes, he did take Bubble Hearth. Not in the Murky Cup, but the previous tournament. I forget which one it was. Because he was subbing in for a team, took Bubble Hearth, and they lost that game. Now, Bubble Hearth is not the reason they lost, but they did lose. Oh, it skips during ads? Then pff, who cares? Who cares about ads? Howling Blast and such from Arthas are being thrown out. He's going to get Polymorph, Concussion Mine, Blast, Blaze away. He will be able to get the Notepad camp on the left side of your screen. Snaps goes down. Nagram will fall. Team Dino with first objective channel. Cocoon finds its way onto Hanzo. He's a little too far away. Concussion Mine on the far side. Did the Concussion Mine get activated like... Dino activated Concussion Mine like half a second too early. And the Jailers get counter channel. It will be rechanneled over to the side of Team Dino, but still. Chat, I think you all want to hear from Team Dino here. They're going to get this objective phase, I do believe.
Coming.
I'm fine. We have it.
Go.
I can see Benny, I can see it.
Okay, we're fine, maybe.
I don't have a gut stack.
Oh, okay.
You're running away.
I'm sprinting
He's
top.
under-
If you get it.
Yeah.
Maybe look mid. I can mine
Maybe.
someone in maybe. Look mid, look mid. Ah, the minions on me, okay.
TP 15.
We don't have right from here.
Correct. Oh, no, you're fine. They're mainly mid.
I don't think we can push mid.
I'm gonna hit bottom.
It's not Syndra, by the way, it's army, so forget what I said earlier. I'm coming top to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna boop him soon. Boop now? Oh, I missed.
Okay, coming. I pull in.
Grab it.
I dive this. I'm tanking right now.
Don't think I do damage? Oh, we do? Oh,
They
yeah,
have
they
two
go.
bottom.
Nice.
I have a Rego here.
TP 20.
I'm flying.
Coming.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Do you start?
Not silence trap, by the way, so we need all damage. Okay.
Nice, we get the fort
I'm
now.
going mid right now.
Insta top. Ah, actually. Maybe we should let
Easy
this
is-
guy die to the fort.
Easy is...
I need to go bot. There's a
Arthas?
speed wave
Thoughts?
catching in.
Yeah.
I mine him. I
Okay.
don't mine him. Nah. I'll be ready for easy. Have you out?
think so.
Yeah.
I could start
Slow.
top boss. Kinda wanna look
Why
for-
not?
Yeah. I'm gonna show bot. Maybe it's bait them that we're doing something else.
Arthas
Alpha
is
is
bot.
bot.
I'm
Yeah.
committing to this. And I need heals.
Yeah,
It's three
Free
bottom.
bot.
I'm running
They're
top
probably
as
wanna
well.
do it.
50%.
Yeah, they're setting up for bot boss now. We're not.
I could just push up.
We might be in time.
Yeah, I can.
Well, they think the enemy's on bottom boss, but that's not the case whatsoever. The enemy team's in mid lane, and this will be free boss over to Team Dino. 6-1 in kills. The first objective phase went really well for them. Dragon's Arrow fired into the Anubrak, the Sunder coming off from Thrall as well. Team Disciple looking to try and make some counter pressure happen. This will be Arthas finishing his level 1 and level 4 within 2 seconds of each other. False barrel rolling side, the Gust comes out. This time it's actually going to be utilized on time before Bad Benny dies, and we are going to be having Copen looking to get out of here. There's going to be an Ardent Defender activated. She heals up to full. The Urel is fine to get the Divine Steed insta-mount out with level 7. More utility that Urel doesn't need. But as we were in the comms, oh wait, Burrow Charge once again to re-engage onto this Arthas. Couple autos here and there, Avenging Wrath from Urel. Jet Propulsion mitigated by a Righteous Hammer, the Ancestral, to bolster Nagram's health pool. As our second objective phase is up and available soon, but then bottom lane, Disciple's trying to back away. The Wind Fury activation, the Concussion Mine from Junkrat with the Ripper Air level 13. Disciple is decidedly dead here, and this is just going to be a really good start on map number 3 to the side of Team Dino. This should be Rhaegar dead. Burrow Charge. Howling Blast is decent, but Bad Benny's beautiful body blocking will come through and sets up the kill. So, I assume... Oh, wait, hold on. Riptire, point blank. They're trying to push people back. Falstad gusts up against the wall. 30% slow. Dragon's Arrow finds purchase onto 5, but this is still Arthas dead. I would assume it's bottom fort into bottom boss into objective. That is what I would assume. They actually might split Bad Benny and or somebody just to go clear out mid, then grab objective. Blaze was pushing away from top lane, trying to split soak and find some sort of consolation experience in this map number 3, but things are looking like a struggle bus on the side of Team Disciple. Don't know if Team Dino sandbagged map 1 and 2 so they can really give us the series. We'll just lie and say that that's what the case is. We'll lie and say they sandbag so we can get more maps, because who doesn't want all the maps in a best of 5 series? Level 16, though, first on the right side with a level and a half lead. I feel like this is the first time in the series where Team Dino has, like, a significant lead in a map. This being a level and a half here. Talent tier advantage as well. Endless nades. We're probably going to be seeing Cannonballs level 20 with the other talents that we're seeing at 4 and 7. Ubi getting chased in here, trying to back away. Righteous Hammer's pretty decent. Here comes Disciple stepping up. Chain Lightning goes out, and that's really all they find. Templar's Verdict, Endless Nades. You've got the Afterburner for Falstad. Not going to go Crippling Hammer for the extra slow. Critterize on the Brightwing. And your Epic Enter for Anubrak. 2 minute on top boss, 4 minute on bottom. Bottom boss arriving at Keep Front Gate, down to about 30%. Mid lane null pack being cleared out by this Arthas. Getting 16 talent here will be really helpful. They do have the Shatter level 13 for the minus 15 armor for 4 seconds. Hanzo, I think he's going to be able to make it out of top lane before the dive onto him does connect. Checking the bush with Burrow Charge. Urel has channel for the time being. 30 seconds to go. Thrall looking to step in for maybe a 1v1 up against Urel. Dragon's Arrow does not get a good hit. There's going to be a Riptire flank from Junkrat. Scorch lands. We have Arthas, sorry, getting the counter channel, which stalls out the objective. Howling Blast lands on Urel. She tries to back away, gets the mount. Piercing Arrow, level 16, Alpha Wolf, Juggernaut Plating, Earth Grasp Totem, as well as your Remorseless Winter for the Arthas. Cocoon onto Thrall. Gus pushes them back. Righteous Hammer into Blaze. Jailers being cleared away. This is the second objective phase, so 3 Jailers with 40 seconds of channel time. Scorch going for this. Avenging Wrath from Urel comes in just a little too late. Army of the Dead activated by the Arthas. They're going to look to chase onto Captain Rex, who blinks over to the allied Falstad just below. A Nubrak with an Impale. A lot of low members on the left-hand side of Burrow Charge. The Ancestor Healing is going to be a little too late from this Rhaegar. Right side of the map, we see the assist pings onto Nagram, and it looks like he will be taken down as well. Urel shouldn't be able to get the Hanzo kill. The Sundering comes out from Thrall, but it doesn't dissuade the kill to be had. Copen gets the channel here on the left side. No, they're going to delay. Going to delay a channel for a reason. Boss is up in 16. Okay, whatever. I think the math was a little weird there, but it doesn't matter in the end. Junkrat heading down to bottom lane to push things up. Falstad and Nubrak here to tag boss when it spawns. Yrel is dealing with the jailers. It's looking really good for that map number 4, chat. Looking really good in this series. 13.5 minutes in, second objective phase plus boss will be going over to the side of Team Dino. As Yrel maneuvers into mid lane to try and push up the null pack. Thrall is trying his best to clear this out safely by the towers. Junkrat did get a quick wave in bottom with some cannonballs. Yrel will cycle in and take over the lane. Boss finished out in top lane, and Team Disciple, they've got a lot against them right now. This is a really hard map to turn around as Anubrak sets up for a flank. They're gonna try and collapse onto Yrel in bottom lane. Phase shift from Brightwing will be good. The Sundering follows up. The Dragon's Arrow is really fantastic. Captain Rex splits to the right side. Copen is able to back away. Or sorry, Copen will be taken down. Captain Rex is the one to back away. God, my brain flipped everything. But Falstad, meanwhile, in top lane, Kira is going to get a keep. Howling Blast from Arthas finds set up into a couple, but there's not going to be enough to actually take anyone down. Boss plus objective in top lane being worked on by the Hanzo. They'll get that down a little bit. Looks like we have a small DC, so let's go ahead and jump out of the game and figure out what's going on with that DC, and when that's figured out, we'll jump back on in. But it is looking a little sketch. It is looking a little sketch here for the side of Team Disciple. The enemy team has 20 talents here. Wind Tunnel, Cannonballs, Seraphim, Invisible Friends, and Rewind will be picked up. For those wondering, the Hanzo did DC, so that's why the reason we have a pause currently. So we'll get Marinas back into this game, and we'll figure out what's going to go on. But I'm not one to be negative here. This does feel like the curtain is closing in map number 3. We're going to find out if Team Dino can find curtain call or whatever you call it. Softbird, thank you for the tier 1 for 58 months. Welcome to the Bahamuts. Thank you for your resubscription, my friend. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you kindly.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Thank you so very much. 58 months, my gosh. That's a lot of months. Nearly 5 years of support, my friend. Golly, thank you. Bunch of resubs today. We actually had 2 resubs earlier that were both 32 months, which is kind of cool to me. Thrall in bottom lane. Forced to roll away. This is bottom lane boss grab. I don't think you can test this without 20 talent here. Especially Wind Tunnel Falstad. Winning Tunnel Falstad? Yeah. You soak waves. You play safe. You use this opportunity to clear out waves from a safe position because you know the enemy. Uh-oh. I said safe. Yrel was left onto the boss. I think did Falstad burn flight for that? He did. Falstad flew in. No wind tunnel needed. It's still off cooldown, but Kier did have a 61-second cooldown, so I'm like, yeah, that math is there. Mid fork goes down. Nicely done, Blaze. He gets a bit of experience from that one. Hanzo pushes the top lane, but Thrall dead for 35 seconds. This might be GG. We might be heading to a map number 4. Bottom keep is down. 2 keeps is often a win condition on this map. Boss down, working its way through the lane. Howling Blast finds a triple. Riptire from Junkrat. No extra oomph level 20. I think he got a hit onto 1 hero. 70 seconds on that cooldown. Dragon's Arrow onto 2, but what's the follow-up? The Wind Tunnel is going to counteract the Jet Propulsion of Blaze. 20s here on the left-hand side. Fortified Bunker. Wind Fury for the Thrall. You've got both the Bullseye for Hanzo, Farseer's Blessing, and what is the Arthas upgrade for Army of the Dead? Legion of Northrend. 3 additional ghouls are created. Ghouls deal 50% more damage, heal for an additional 50%, and last 5 seconds longer. Okay. Don't see that very often. Objective phase number 3 is going to be channeled for a moment or 2. 50 seconds of channel time. 4 jailers to defend. Nubrak throws down an Impale. Disciple moves to the side, gets the counter channel. Mid lane Null Pack is going to get some decent damage here, but I feel like Team Disciple, they are They got 20s, and they're like, we got to start turning this map around in our favor. Top lane boss, 1 minute 14. Bottom lane boss, 3 minute 33. All right. Null pack in mid cleared away. Fulstead looks to... What's he looking to do? Is he just going to pressure the lanes and push things up? Bad Benny burrowing in, finds the Thrall. The Riptire is good as well, but Bad Benny getting chunked right now. Has to pop Rewind to back away. Dragon's Arrow misses onto Bad Benny. As Falstead is still pushing mid, it's 5v4 favoring the side of Team Disciple, as Thrall will start hearthing out to go deal with Cure mid lane. 8 seconds on channel. Bad Benny will not be interrupting that hearth out. The Ancestor Healing comes out from the Rhaegar. The Farseer's blessing Bad Benny a little bit low. The objective will be garnered to the side of Team Disciple. Bunker comes down from Blaze. Falstead flying in, looking for the wind tunnel up against the wall. That's massive right there. The core is dropping. Ubi will fall as well. Scorch now trying to back away. I don't think it matters that the members of Team Disciple are going to have this objective. They're going to lose their Rhaegar. They're going to lose their Hanzo and Blaze. Snaps will fall as well. Thrall, Disciple, trying his best to delay. He's actually got an objective phase all going into one lane. Vandar stepping out, but I think this is GG's. I think we're heading to a map 4. Sundering finds purchase just as the Cure is going to be achieved. GG, well played, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't a 3-0. We're heading into a map number 4. The brooms have been gotten. The dustpans are being retrieved. Team Dino fishing for a potential reverse sweep, but they got many more maps to go. 2 potential maps, but hey, they did the hardest thing, taking 1 map to begin with. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for your patience in the ramble and ramblings. The ramblings of me between games. We are here into Towers of Doom. Once again, what could be the final map? This is going to be Team Disciple on the left-hand side up in this best of 5 series. If they win Towers of Doom, they'll be heading into the grand finals tomorrow, a best of 7 series, with the map pick advantage and first pick or second pick choice. The team that comes in from the lower side bracket, sorry, I drank too much tea. The team that comes in from the lower side bracket, they are going to be having no map bans at all. There's actually a loser's disadvantage. Also, the losing team of this series will have to fight a best of 5 into that best of 7, and there's your gamble. Sorry, I gotta wait for stream to catch up a little bit. Sometimes I forget to push the button. But either way, we do have Lucio Tracer to be banned away. Orphea and Dahaka will be removed, as Hanzo will be your first pick on the left-hand side for Team Disciple, as the winning team... the losing team of Team Disciple opted in for first pick, so Towers of Doom will be chosen by Team Dino. I wish they did similar things for affiliates. I wish too as well, Shy. I like my partner stuff, but I really feel like Twitch has really shit the bed on like the not the advantages, but like the stuff that partners get. Like we have no, like I have no access to bounty boards. When I got partner, I never had the 70-30 split because they were secretly getting rid of it. I never got a partner manager. I've never had the opportunity to get into Twitch Rivals. Like, Twitch has really shit the bed on partner outside of, like, getting tier 3 subs, ad management, and a couple other things. It really is a bummer. I love my partner, don't get me wrong. It's just, they've really made partner not feel as special as it used to. Hanzo, Diablo, Hogger will be grabbed on the side of Team Disciple, so really heavy 1-2-3 punch coming out from Team Disciple. A Brightwing Blaze, it doesn't really show much of the draft for Towers of Doom. You got a Blaze in the solo lane. Medivh will be banned away as well. What do we have here? Junkrat's not a bad ban, just because he's really obnoxious to delay at objective phasing. Sylvanas is not a bad ban either. Her Siege is really good, mobility is nice, Wailing Arrow or Mind Control to go fishing. I think a Sylvanas ban is not a bad idea. Ooh, they get rid of the Cure Tychus. Okay. So if they're getting rid of Tychus, that leads me to believe this is going to be another Hypercarry Hanzo situation, because they still need a healer. They could pick up another Bruiser, like a Thrall. They could pick up a Yrel again. It could be a Zool for double, so I really don't know what they're going to do here. Oh, Andy, yes. Andy, yes. Well, so Twitch shits the bed for the streamers that aren't like Twitch's 1%. Let's be honest. Like, unless you're in the top 1 to 5% of Twitch, partners and affiliates are just, Twitch doesn't care about us, which is really unfortunate because the whole thing should be a community, you know, what Twitch was built on. But it's all high school, dude. As I keep saying, it's all high school. I even reached out to another partner. I was like, hey, you've worked on Rivals and stuff. Do you have any, like, contacts or anything? And they're like, well, you got to go to TwitchCon. You got to talk to these people. I'm like, cool, you could just help me out, but you're deciding not to on purpose.
The wait is over.
That's how that works here, dude. Rarely do people look out for each other. Hanzo, Diablo, Hogger, Malfurion, and Cassia will be your draft for Team Disciple as we get this last pick on the right side. There's that Junkrat I talked about with the Stitches, Blaze, Brightwing. Honestly, if they go like Jaina or Kael'thas, that would be insanely good. I really do feel like a Hook, Gorge, into Steel Trap, Polymorph, and then Burst of a Mage is just GG. I don't hate it. I would prefer like a Jaina because I feel like it's a guaranteed kill with the Hook Gorge. But we're gonna find out. Let's see if Team Dino can take us to a map number 5, or if Team Disciple will shut it down here on Towers of Doom. Hey, could be the final game of the day. Let's get us some gambles in. If you're not making money for them, they don't give a fuck. Yep. I mean, like, Dino does play a Jaina. That's why I was thinking. I was like, just maybe. Like, maybe you put Cure on Junkrat, Dino on Jaina. I think it would have been doable, but either way. Yeah, I'll take a false stat. All right, as I said, could be the final game of the day. Let's get a nice big Twitch prediction going. Can we go over 1 million channel points like we did in map number 1? Let's find out. Right side of the map is going to be the reverse sweep potentialers. They've got brooms in hand. They've found the dustpans, but will they be able to utilize it with Captain Rex on the Brightwing? Captain of Team Dino. Dino playing your Junkrat. We got a Kier, Falstad, Copen, Blaze, and Bad Benny on your Stitches. Left side of the map looking to shut things down with their comp. Team Disciple, their captain on Cassia. Marina's on the Hanzo. Ubi playing your Hogger, a Scorch Malfurion, and Nagram, or as their name says, Snaps on the Diablo. We'll talk about level 1s after our scuffle. Sonic Arrow for a little bit of vision. Hook will not find Disciple. Couple auto attacks here and there from Cassia. She's going to go into Charge Strikes level 1 on the Prowl Hogger. Emerald Dreams Malfurion. Devil's Due for the Diablo. And your Symbol Geometry for the Hanzo. Frequent Flyer Falstad. It is going to be your extra Wound Timers level 1. Right Wing with the Hyper Shift. Patrick Creation. Adrenaline Sit Back to Snaps. Nagram, I don't know. They were in such a weird position. They end up finding a Shadow Charge on a Brightwing. The Jet Propulsion mitigates Hanzo and Hogger from jumping in. The hook is good into the Hanzo. And Cure will get first blood for Team Dino. Nagram, angry about that, says hello Stitches with a Shadow Charge wallbang, but no Sacrificial Soul level 4 just yet. So no extra stackage for them. Meanwhile, Disciple on the Cassia, pushing him to Dino in the bottom lane. Captain v Captain over here, but speaking of captains, Rex will float on over, help out Dino with this right side camp. Left side worked on by Disciple. Hanzo will respawn and join on in. And I believe we talked about the level 1s. Oh, for those that may have not noticed it in the most recent patch, Stitches is not getting stacks on his level 1 from hooks or anything. He's literally getting these stacks per level, so. They changed the visual indicator for that. But, Concussion Mine, oh no. No, Nagram was not expecting to be over here, and Nagram is in a really weird spot. He's going to try and Hearth, but he's dead. Disciple dies on the left side. What has happened to Team Disciple? They've lost all steam in this series as they lose 3 members just right now. What? Hook is good. Hanzo. Did Team Disciple start playing with their feet or something? Like, what is going on? What in the what? They do not look like the team we saw in map 1 and 2. It's looked like they've run out of all gas, and they're just like, well, I guess I'm tired. I mean, yeah, I understand it's currently 20 CEST, Sorry, no, 22 CEST. Sorry, math is hard. I forgot to carry the 2. Little slick throw into the bush. Hogger looks to spin, but just trying to get to a safer position realistically. Oh, is it just that easy, Stark? Damn, I should have known. Explosive arrow. So we have Hogger left side. He got delayed once by Copen. Falstad will get the right side. It took me a second to get that joke. That was good. Overpowered Diablo into the wallbang, and there's that 20 armor and 10 souls for Nagram. Bottom objective available. We do have Chattering Teeth as well as Sticky Wicket. 4 and 7 for the Junkrat. Dino, what? Captain Rex eats the Lightning Fury. Dino uninterrupted. That was super weird, and Hanzo gets hooked. Natural Agility, Concussion Mine, and bye-bye. 7-0 in kills. A level lead is beyond formed for Team Dino in Towers of Doom. Well then. Alright, so Malevolence for Diablo. Hogger does have the On the Prowl with the Hogger's Joggers and the Seeing Red. Cassie with the Grounding Rod. Back over in bottom lane, Cassie, it does go down. An 8th kill over to the side of Team Dino. 1, 2, 3 Sappers make it in. The face shift from Brightwing to bolster Bad Benny's health bar. And Hogger will quickly clear out the top lane wave. Well, let's cycle through the other numbers and see what our stats look like. We got Heroics coming up soon on the right side of Team Dino with their 8-kill advantage. 5 minutes in, the boss will spawn. We've got the announcement. Shadow Charge lands onto Bad Benny. Gorges onto Hanzo. Falstad almost takes down Nagram. Here's a Riptire. Bye-bye, Hanzo. Natural Agility interrupted by the Riptire. Nexus Forces actually find purchase of the kill. 3,763 extra HP has been granted from these kills. A 6,000 experience advantage. A lot of things helping out here. Copen is able to get the bunker. Falstad flies up, and now Nagram needs to back off. Bottom lane. Dino still pushing up with Captain Rex and Bad Benny. They will get the fort here. That will be 5 shots into the core of Team Disciple. Hammering onto the Diablo. (27-36), almost a 10-point difference. Well, Gust, Riptire, Blink Heal, Gorge, and Bunker. Stitches. What's he looking to do here in bottom? Root from Malfurion. Interrupts that hook. Diablo is post level 10. Shockwave, Valkyrie, Dragon's Arrow, Tranquility for Malfurion. 69 souls for the Diablo. Nice, nice, nice. As he picks up his Apocalypse. Still is, though, a 2-level lead to the side of Team Dino. What's the game plan here? Bottom left Sappers come off cooldown. Hogger will show in top lane. I think they were trying to, like, fake that they were on boss for a second, but they're like, we're just standing around giving away stuff to the enemy team. We gotta be proactive. Falstad flies to the low side of the lane. There's a hook, a Gorge. Gust from Falstad. Dragon's Arrow out from Marina as the Apocalypse does get activated in that small window. Nagram trying to back away, gets a root from Malfurion, or gets a heal from Malfurion as well as the Tranquility, but Diablo does go down. He had 69 souls still. The Valkyrie pulls Falstad out of position, and Stitches hits level 13 for the extended hook range. As you see on the left-hand side as Cassia goes down as well. The left side of your screen, Blaze almost steps in to take down Ubi. My golly, this is such a rough game for Team Disciple. 11-0 in kills, 13.5 to 11. And another objective phase coming through. It could be 13 shots with Brightwing trying to push bottom lane sappers. Hell, it could be 17 shots if they get boss as well. Sonic Arrow delay stitches once. Junkrat will get the right side. Cassia going to bottom. So Cassia should be able to clear out the sappers. Right side granted or picked up by your Junkrat. Phase shift from Brightwing into the top lane. Scatter still poking out. Cassia showing in bottom. Waiting to see if Bad Benny's got a hook angle onto Hanzo here. Gonna try and read that angle where Hanzo's... Okay, that was beautiful. Into a Gorge. Diablo Shadow Charge to interrupt the channel onto Junkrat. We currently have Stitches walking Hanzo over to the Seal Trap with the Sticky Wicket. There will be a cleanse from Malfurion, but it's not going to be good enough as Hanzo goes down. Hogger falls as well. Falstad barrel rolls in. And Dino gets the channel here. I believe that will be 10 shots in total as the Sappers didn't go over. But will they call for boss? No, they won't. Gonna be looking at a mid lane fort. Just kidding, they're not gonna look at mid lane fort. Blaze will push up top lane, gonna grab Sappers. More Sappers to be granted or garnered in bottom lane. A 19-point game. Nearly 20-point game right now. Jesus. Top lane Sappers being fed in. The Blaze will take down the fort.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Hook was, they're looking for something, but nothing there. Scatter into the bottom lane. Riptire from Junkrat will be summoned. Trying to push things up over here. Falstad's working on mid. If they're able to get the mid lane, that will be the barrage beginning in favor of Team Dino. They might be speedrunning this map number 4. Map number 4. Dragon's Arrow's good. The members of Team Disciple, almost 10 minutes in, find their first kill. They almost get their first kill, everybody. Or they do get their first kill. Apocalypse into Overpower. Jet Propulsion is good into snaps the Tranquility from Malfurion, and Diablo will not be taken down. Brightwing Falstad dead for the next 23 to 24 seconds, or sorry, 20 to 30 seconds. This is only 2 shots into the enemy core, and I think you gotta take it. I think you have to take these shots when you can get them. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Well, no, Cassie gets delayed. Well, the bottom 4 is being worked on. Cassie is really split from the team. Disciple will go down. I gotta be honest, chat. I hate being critical of teams. I am so confused what's going on with Team Disciple in this map. They don't look. It literally looks like they gave their keyboards and mice to like one of their family members who doesn't play HOTS at all. It's a perplexing. It's perplexing. Shockwave from Hogger will go out. The Dragon's Arrow misses from Hanzo as well. Dino trying to avoid some fatal damage as Blaze just steps up and gets the sustained damage for the kill. There was a Gorge onto Ubi during all of that. The Hogger looks to spin, cancels that. We have the mid lane keep going down, and this is Barrage beginning. The Barrage should just be GG. There's 1. This is 2. I believe it's once 6 shots connect. The speed goes from 1 shot across the map to 1 shot every missile halfway across the map. This is going to be 4th shot going in. So watch your minimap. You're going to see it speed up here. I don't know if it's this one or the next. That makes 5. Here's 6. This is 7. There's 8. Okay, so here you go. So after 6 connect, you can see on your minimap, see how they're rapid fire now? When it hits actually like 3/4 of the map, then another one is spawning. I hate to be critical, but I'm sorry. Team Disciple, I don't know what happened, buds. You guys fell apart here. I really don't know what happened in this map number 4. That was a really confusing game to me. I'm not upset because we get more Heroes of Storm. I'm just confused because I really thought... Like, Team Disciple had a really good map 1 and 2, and they've just been falling apart in 3 and 4. So... we'll find out what's going to happen here in map 5, because we got to run some ads. All right, well, the final map is going to be upon us. Now's a good time to subscribe, as this will be the last block of ads we run for the stream. If you're enjoying yourself, be sure to follow. If you'd like to help us sustain full-time streaming, push the sub goal up. If you'd like to see some amazing alerts, because we have so many fun, silly alerts, do consider subscribing, gifting a sub, any of that good stuff. But when the ads are done, we're going to get ready for the final map of the day. Map number 5. The winner of this goes to the best of 7 grand finals through the upper bracket. Loser has to fight through a best of 5 into the best of 7 tomorrow morning. Anyways, let's get into it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being you. Meanwhile, I sit here and I talk about my love for Taco Bell, and people are like, oh, my heartburn. Let's get into it, everybody. Final gamble of the day is on the bottom left of the screen. Let's see if we can get to a million. Baconator, there's no Wendy's up here. Unsubbing? Oh, Softbird. No, please don't. I need that. Ramen is generic, that's why I dress it up. But that's my point. I have nothing to dress it up with. Final gamble of the day is going. We made it 15 minutes. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for our final map of the day. Winner of this goes into the grand final. Loser goes to the lower bracket final and has to fight through that best of 5 into the best of 7 tomorrow morning is our second series of the day. So thank you all for being here. Let's make this prediction massive. You're making tacos. I don't have any stuff unfrozen is the issue. I don't have any. I bought a bunch of meat from Costco, but I didn't unfreeze anything for today to cook today, because I was gonna make tacos tomorrow maybe. Ham sandwich. I don't have ham or bread or cheese. No, I have bread. I don't have ham or cheese. Orphea Gul'dan will be banned away for Tomb of the Spider Queen, and it's going to be the Junkrat Lucio removed on the left-hand side.
Balloon, grant us strength.
Ramen with frozen spinach, chicken breast, and turmeric. I have 2 of those things. Malfurion will be first picked on the right side. All right, let's get off the subject of food, because otherwise that's all I'm going to be talking about for the final map. Team Dino, first pick Malfurion. The question is Tracer going to get let through from Team Disciple? Blaze Hanzo. This should be a Tracer. How do you not have cheese? My family's coming in a couple weeks, and they're going to be bringing about 4 pounds of cheese. So I'm currently... There's certain things I'm just not buying because I don't really need to. A legal fridge. Yeah. Trust me, I like cheese, but the cheese that's coming from Michigan is insanely good. Oh! Malfurion, Tyrael, and Vala. So it's got to be a hypercarry Vala in this situation, right? It's got to be a hypercarry Vala. So at this point, it's like, what bruisers do we want to get rid of? What bruisers could maybe be difficult against us? Like, I really do feel like it's just going to be double bruiser on the right-hand side. Yrel to be banned away. All right. I think it will probably be like Thrall and... I don't know what Copen wants to go into. Cure could easily play Thrall. And... Leoric's not bad here. Actually, Leoric is really good. You get Paralyzing Rage level 4. You can land the Skeletal Swing and get the activation, or not activation, get the ability for Vala to have more sustained damage. Could have been a Tracer bait too. Yeah, that's true. Alright, good control with Garrosh. Blaze... Hanzo Garrosh. I'd like to see them grab their healer here so they have a flex pick in the last slot. Leap of Faith Anduin is really good. You got Light Bomb as well. Could be a last pick Genji on the left-hand side for Team Disciple to jump in with a Light Bomb. Could consider a Cassia so they get a blind. Stark, you sound just like me. Zarya would be good too. For Team Dino, Zarya and like, I feel like they need like a true bruiser than Thrall for solo if that's the case. I mean, like Thrall could probably solo decently, but I feel like the Thrall might struggle. But either way, it's gonna actually be Dahaka, Falstad, Vala, Tyrael, Malfurion, Pretty decent draft coming out from Team Dino. Pretty decent draft. Last pick. Gust Falstad. Sylvanas is not a bad pickup here, in my opinion. Mind Control can go fishing.
Vilneus will rise again.
They want Greymane. Dive, damage. Maybe it's a go for the throat game to really try and just, like, rip apart the Vala. Maybe that's it. I feel like Curse Bullet won't get a ton of value. I think this is a go for the throat, light bomb sort of. Either way, we're going to get into it. Final map of the day. Let's make it a big gamble, chat. Let's make it a big gamble. What are we at right now? 42,000 to 147,000. Psh, you can do better than that. Alrighty. Team Disciple versus Team Dino. Final map of the day. It all comes down to this. Part-time invisible man. Left side. We have Team Disciple of Team of Spider Queen. Captain Disciple on the Hanzo. You got an Ubi Blaze. Nagram is your Garrosh, a Marina's Greymane, and Anduin to be played by Scorch. The G's are throwing me off today. Right side of the map is going to be Team Dino. Kira back on the Falstad. Dino on the Trace, or on the Vala. I'm even baited. Captain Rex will be your Malfurion. Bad Benny on that Tyrael. And last but not least, Copen is your Dahaka. Fireflight Quiver, Ardent Restoration, Emerald Dreams, Target Practice, Adrenaline Stimpack, Viciousness, Power Word Shield, Gathering Storm for the Falstad, by the way, and Warbringer for the Garrosh, as well as Tissue Regeneration on the Dahaka. You get your Gathering Storm on the Falstad with Q stacks. Garrosh looks to step up here. Goes in for a Groundbreaker, misses. Dahaka looks to drag the Garrosh, but only finds a minion. Maximum betting, I agree. I agree. Maximum betting. A few more autos from Vala flying on in. Multi-shots do come out. Hanzo will go down to the Hungering Arrow of Vala. Slight overkill on that one as Tyrael jumps in. There's going to be your 53 overkill with that bounce right there. Jarrett Wayne, thanks for the follow, Blood. We're a gang here, apparently. Thank you so much for the follow, bud. Glad you're enjoying the content. Thanks for joining us. Star. Blaze is down here. The drag from Dahaka misses. We do have Siege Giants brawling on out. Hanzo gets a scatter, as well as a Stormbow hit. There's going to be a Chastise thrown in from Anduin, a little too far away. Greymane rolls in. Malfurion throws down the root, but there will be a lot of trading. 2 for 1. As Garrosh gets a toss onto Vala. Vala goes down, and that's a lot of gems dropped. Softbird, depending on the rule set, you can also count Johanna and Junkrat, depending on the rule set that you have established. Oh, there you go, yeah. Stark. Yep. It depends on the rules that you set. If you count skins, then there's a lot more. Because when we do bingo, like, sometimes it will say, like, play an all StarCraft team. Or not, sorry, play like an all Warcraft team or something, and then like you could argue that Johanna Orc skin counts. Or Junkrat, you know? Exclamation bingo if you want to check it out. That still does exist. Bingo created by Chesson Stark. And many other people, realistically. Gonna be Indomitable from Garrosh activated. Does not seem like there'll be any other step up here as the Tyrael of Druin's Might will be thrown in. Disciple in top lane is able to back off on the Hanzo, throws in a few more autos. Good Groundbreaker lands into Dino. 6th stack for Nagram. I believe we forgot to do comms last game. I was just so shocked at how one-sided the last map was, but we'll definitely do some comms for this game. Maybe we'll jump into both so we can hear from both teams, as this is the final map of the day, and the Twitch gamble is still going because I made the prediction a little bit longer. Vala with some sustained damage into Ubi. Dino gets a few more stacks, actually just hitting the 50th mark. Vala has died once, so down to 20% on the bonus attack speed for the Gambit. Falstad with the Lightning Rod W at level 4. A little shielding from that one. Desperate Prayer. Blue Webweaver's due to send on the left-hand side. Oil Slick thrown in. Disciple looks to tap well. Little mana over time and healing over time as well. An auto attack here and there. Oil Slick ignited. Copen avoids a scatter from Hanzo. Really quickly, just going to check Disciple for stackage. I'm just curious what they're sitting on. Malfurion ones, Tyrael ones. Okay. Falstad flies down to bottom lane as top lane does get pushed in. Dahaka Falstad at bottom. Webweaver might find purchase of the fort in top lane. This is going to be Nagram looking to step up onto Bad Benny. Fort front gate is really hardy still. Hanzo backed away to tap well, rotates into the top lane. And level 10's on the horizon for both teams. We're going to scout out and see what the stats look like as we roll on into the next couple levels. Toss, Chastise, good. Bad Benny getting chunked here. Vala vaults in. A flank from Dahaka. That will be Vala falling as well as the Tyrael simultaneously. Tyrael gets some death timer reduction. I believe 3 or 4 seconds. As Greymane will back off. 29 of 55 gems held on the left. Couple hearts here for full mana bars. Blaze to rotate back down to the bottom lane. 59 of 50 for the side of Team Dino. As we enter into that 10 talent tier territory. Siege Giants. I don't think Dahaka will be able to delay out this time because Dahaka will be showing in lane. He's going to have a decent minion wave to deal with. Actually backs off. I think Dahaka was a little worried since the enemies weren't really showing much on the map outside of maybe like Greymane mid. Dragon's Arrow. Go for the throat as we were talking about in the draft. There will be a Light Bomb, Warlord's Challenge, and Bunker as well. So I like the pickup of the Go for the throat. I think they really want to just pressure onto Cure Dino. Possibly onto Captain Rex. Oh, we have a boss started here in the top left. Alrighty. Bunker comes down from Blaze. A Groundbreaker finds purchase on the Dino. Tyrael looking to chase on into Nagram. A few autos here and there. Boss in top lane on the fort. Siege Giant in bottom lane with a catapult pushing in. And that's blue. That's red Webweavers? Oh. Oh, right. They weren't close. They were halfway there. Let's do Dino comms, because they're kind of defending with this Webweaver phase. I want to hear from them.
Trouble, what do we do?
Just get max XP.
It's awful. Yeah, but...
Just don't fight now.
Blaze is killable bot right now.
I
Garage might be
that was a good angle though.
I mean, you're 4v5.
I'm trying to bait the bitch, yeah. No gosh, Q.
15 on fly. Top wave is healthy still. I'm gonna get one more wave and come to you guys, okay?
Blaze from south.
Yeah, okay, here now.
Nice here.
I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm getting going.
Yeah, we're coming.
Maybe you guys come to me.
Yeah.
kind of a good fight.
I'm just digging early.
I'm jumping in. Yes.
Greymane is hitting me kinda hard.
Not want. Class me. I guess.
Can we do this guy? The judge?
I don't have judgment.
That's
Maybe
that's
keep
cool.
going down.
We get the front. We can go push maybe. Yeah.
Greymane on me.
He's out. He's out.
Guys, there's a
Other guy.
180.
Behind.
Oh, we planned that.
Behind.
We can maybe still get the Greymane.
Greymane low. Maybe.
Nice.
Big, yeah.
20 gems there. I don't know if you can.
Here?
This character.
I'm out of mana. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm also
Nice job.
Well, they dropped top really hard.
Yeah, we got a hole.
Hope it's Omega, what the fuck?
Yeah, we fuss when we have ups.
10 seconds, bot side.
This is up in 10, yeah.
Blaze has all the jumps, by the way. We just need eyes
I
on him.
wanna maybe one-shot this with you, the hook. Can we, or are we gonna get ran at?
Like this.
I'll just stay out of vision into it, maybe.
Yeah. Just
Doing
pushing this in so we
buff
get...
I guess Blaze is playing now, right?
Top.
Hanzo's
I
top.
think he's on
It's
hard.
okay if they pay, by the way.
Yeah.
Scaling.
Really not a big deal.
Alrighty, we got to hear a little bit from the members of Team Dino as they have that Web Weaver face pushing in. A little traded kills here and there. Cure, Cure in the background, just like, guys, this is a gray man on me. Guys, this is a gray man on me. And then the gray man gets the kill immediately. Luckily, they do get the counter pressure. It is a little bit of trade here and there. 64 in kills in total, 13. Let's call it 14 to just about 13 and a half. Groundbreaker is going to be able to land onto the Vala. 14th stack pickup on that one. Massive wave in top lane, as you heard at the end of that. I was trying to showcase the stuff that maybe they were talking about here and there within the comms, but still a 2-level lead. Sorry, 2-kill lead. Almost a level lead over the left-hand side of Team Disciple. Yeah, they went Burning Halo with the auto attack Vala. I mean, Bad Benny did this earlier today as well. We'll wait, drag onto Hanzo. Aldruin's mic gets thrown in. The jump propulsion from Blaze. There's going to be a holy ground from Material. Disciple don't try to back away the lights. Not lights. The Divine Stars from the Inuit being thrown in as well. It's been a long day of casting, chat, as I am dropping a shitload of frames right now. As I love dropping frames during a best of 5 map number 5. Come on. Come on, Spectrum. Stop being a shit NA internet. Blue Web Weavers do descend onto the left-hand side as I'm looking to see, do I need to lower my bitrate or is this going to be manageable? So I need to watch my bitrate and see if I need to adjust things on my end as the streamer. I think we're, knock on wood, leveling out. We'll try for it. Anyways, Blue Web Weavers are landing in the lanes. We do have scatters going out onto Dino and friends. Small F, but thanks for bearing with it. Groundbreaker goes down. Grom and friends looking to push in through mid lane. Jet Propulsion will not find the purchase onto this Tyrael. There's going to be a gust from the Falstad. Flank. Nope, sorry. Misread. The Hawk is on the allied side. The Hawker just safely brush talks into the bush to the side. Dino's been taken down twice, right? Yep, so that's going to be 15% bonus attack speed since 2 gambits have been removed. Top lane Web Weaver pushing into the keep front gate. Onto the keep, actually. Mid fort will fall. What's the timer on boss? Also, you might be right, Stark. It might be one of the earliest burning rage talents in Heroes of Storm, because Muradin is at 13, Anubarak is at 13. That's all that comes to the Stitches is 13 with the flare up, I think. Yeah, flare up is 13. Misha has a burning one as well, doesn't she? And I think that's at 13 as well. And honestly, it might be the only burning talent at, like, below level, or earlier than 13, huh? Bad Benny. Aldruin's Might thrown for the slow. Scatter goes out. It is Piercing Arrow, level 16. Thermal protection for the Blaze. You've got your Greymane with Lord of his Pack. Glyph of Faith. You're going to be looking at your defensive measures plus the Mortal Combo. Oh, Deathwing is 4. Okay. Stitches is 16. You know, I said flare up 13. I'm like, I don't think that's right, because usually it's pulverized. And I remember we had a Stitches flare up recently, and I was talking about that over pulverized. You're right, yeah. Oh yeah, Uther does have one at level 4. You're right. Yeah. Deathwing and Uther at 4. You guys are right, man. Twitch chat. It's almost like you guys know this game or something, huh? Well done, everybody. You have passed your quiz. That's going to be a drag into the holy ground, but the Leap of Faith pulls Greymane to safety. The isolation was used there. You see it on his 57-second cooldown. Scatters going in through this area. Good jet propulsion onto the Tyrael. He jumps back. The Tranquility from Malfear and the Sanctification coming out as well. The Gust from Falstad. A really haphazard fight as a Groundbreaker goes out. The Light Bomb finds no connection. 1 gem is held by Disciple, and it is needed for the Webweaver summoning on the side of Team Disciple. You could maybe argue Echo Pedal. I think that's fair. All right, we're gonna do the same thing we did with Team Dino. Let's jump into Team Disciple comms. I want to hear from them as well.
Actually, no, it's pushed out. What am I saying? Can't really do that.
Just replay me.
I have arrow very soon.
Pulls in time.
Wanna push mid hard.
I will stay top for now.
No.
Maybe we go top together and get it. No, I don't think we can get it.
Oh, just get mid.
We push
I want to
already
get-
with everyone.
Yeah, get bot wave as well.
I got
Go,
top
go.
wave.
There is not there. Terrain is not there. We should look.
I'm coming. I'm coming to help the Hanzo.
I'm fine.
You have to get out now.
Yeah,
And
I need a bit of healing.
Yeah. Okay, they go.
Look, arrow? Maybe it's big? Oh, my bad.
It's
We
okay.
can get keep, I guess. The shield.
Look terrain. No swell.
Get in the bunker.
I can't pick the bunker.
It's fucking sneaking now.
Walla.
I'm silent.
Ah.
Get out.
Fine.
Just boss?
Kill her. I'm not sure.
It's hard to pass. Turn with respawn before
Just
me.
easy and play 20.
Okay, I recall for mana. They might pay though, I have to recall for mana.
So we can just clear.
I'll have 20 splash and we can play it really good.
Yeah, they paid, it's okay.
They pay, it's okay, indeed. The Red Webweavers will descend to the side of Team Dino. Oh, I saw you earlier, Devastated. Oh, no, I said a Nubarak when I was mentioning Muradin as well. I mentioned a Nubarak and Muradin. But Twitch chat doesn't need to listen to me, so it's okay. All right. So, our Red Webweavers have descended over to the side of Team Dino, and this is going to still just be Fort in mid and bottom still safe. Top lane wave is massive onto that keep. That might actually confirm the keep right there. Hanzo is going to go deal with that. He has explosive arrow level 4 plus the piercing and the level 1 with... Oh, no. He saves top lane keep so freaking fast. I was not expecting that. Okay, nicely done, Disciple. Druin's Might to try and block with the Holy Ground. Indomitable activated. Double toss from Garrosh with the level 20. This is going to be snaps. Nagram so very low. Gets a huge desperate prayer from the Anduin. Multi-shots coming in from the Vala. Scatters from the Hanzo. Light Bomb will find purchase on the 2. Garrosh is going to try and live the Winding Tunnel up against the wall. Greymane left to safety, but no! The Vala gets the kill needed. Sanctification down to the ground. The Anduin will fall as well. This may be the triple kill that finds the map for the side of Team Dino, because realistically, top lane keep is so very low. Death timers on 3 are over 50 seconds. And you can even see, they don't need boss. Don't go boss. No! Chat, this is a quintessential. This is a lesson for all of you. You do not go boss. You do not turn in Webweavers. You go keep, and you win the god-flippin' game. This right here is a great example of, hey, let's end the game because we are winning. Instead of let's throw by getting boss and Webweaver and giving death timers over to the enemy. Team Dino. Brooms and dustpans in hand will empty. They will finish this series and deposit Team Disciple into the trash can of the lower bracket. Team Disciple getting reverse swept by Team Dino in maps 3, 4, and 5. Jesus Christ, what a series. We need Stark's cursed emote of we need Stark's cursed reverse sweep emote that he made, which is basically my head on a broomstick, because you know.